2, 1, 0.
This one's explosive.
Let's go.
You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. You. Hey man, what's up, guys? Kevin from South Boston.
Hey man, what's up, guys? Kevin from South Boston.
Hey man, what's up, guys? Kevin from South Boston.
Lost in a dream, don't know which way to go. If you were all that you seem, then baby I'm moving way too slow. I've been a fool before, wouldn't like to get my love caught in the slamming door. How about some information, please? Oh, straight up now tell me, do you really wanna love me forever? Oh, am I caught in a hit and run? Straight up now tell me, is it gonna be you and me forever?
We're working too, yeah. I mean, my man had to run across 3 lanes.
And you keep me going, and I feel like this is my purpose, and it's more important than anything I did in my prior life. And I'm not the first person this has happened to. It happens to people in this state, in these counties in this state, every day, and they are not fortunate enough to even post bail in many cases, or to have the legal help, or the media help that I have, or the family possibly that I have. So although I've been very unlucky, I feel like the most fortunate person in the world. And that is in no small part to the people, due to the people in this room. And I thank you, and I love you for it. And I will be as strong for as long as it takes. We're seeing this through to the absolute end. And
Ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you very much for your attention, and now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the takeoff. The captain has made tower communications available, so if you'd like to monitor the air traffic system, you'll find that on channel 9 and your headsets in the seat pocket in front of you. We'll give you a little more information about our service plan for our flight this evening as soon as we're in the air. Thank you, and again, welcome aboard.
Turn them into 49ers. Bye, that I never meant to live. Can't be positive when the ghetto's where we live. So bye, that I never meant to be. Living like a thief, running through the streets. Bye, that I got no place to go. Where they find me? 16 on death row.
Wow.
Kev. Cheers, J.F.K.
Got you, hold on. Could have been anywhere in the world,
but you here with us.
Mary, what's up? Peace to all our mods, Mark S. Little Miss Red Velvet, Mary B, M Fetters,
Rose D, Debbie Bliss,
Rose D, Gifted 5 memberships, T12. That's turbulence right off takeoff. Josie Lou!
Josie Lou! GG.
Patrick. Salute to you. Natalie, how we feeling, Natalie? Lexus, how we doing? Lynn Diaz, hope you're feeling well, feeling good, feeling strong, because we're going to bring it tonight. Kelly Hill, you need to chill. What up, Kelly? Mary B, GG. Woo! Got 195 people. We're going to be closing the cabin soon. So please take your seats. Waterfall Higgins, you can't hide from that. Cat's pajamas.
Eddie Morgan, thank you, man.
This is it. This is life. The one you get. So go and have a ball.
Be exposed.
Yeah,
you know?
JFK too. JFK's out. Yeah, he's doing good shit too.
JFK's
he's that late night man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, JFK is that Letterman of this movement, dude. JFK is the David Letterman of this movement. Like he's making a difference late at night when people don't think nobody's watching, but he's doing it and people are watching. Make no mistake about it. He is doing it.
Right.
Marquez.
I go by the name of J.F.K.
And I go by the name of James Jackson.
Man, I'm about to take you up to 39,000 feet. We're expecting some turbulence. The more turbulence we get, keeps the plane rocking. For sure.
Cats meow.
James.
Yes.
You know, it's going to be more intense, these lives. It's going to be more rugged, more grimy, more real. It's going to get dark. It's going to get light. It's going to get wavy, up and down. But God's going to take the wheel and everything's going to even out. How we feeling, James Jackson?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. And that's a great way to put it. God's got us. God's got Karen. God's got all us in the chat. And it's a beautiful thing. We're all here. But, yeah, man. The Better Road thing, I saw it. We'll talk on it, obviously. Kind of had a feeling that wasn't going to fly. You know, Commonwealth are not pilots like us.
The Commonwealth is a joke.
Yeah.
At this point, when you really listen to everything they start saying and everything about this, it's
embarrassing.
It is. It really is. That's a great.
You know what I mean? I'm starting to
really
feel
is.
embarrassed to be.
It is.
You know, out here.
It's true. I mean, that's the perfect way to say it, James. It's really embarrassing, man. I just don't get it. And I like to call everybody in my chat now. I came up with a name for people in the chat, in the layover chat that we're going to be doing in the mornings. And right here at Fuckery Donuts, at the Fuckery Donut Shop, 39,000 on flight, on deck.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Like to call the chat. We're the long gamers. Everybody in the chat's long gaming. Everything we say, everything we put in this chat, all the energy that we put into this, me, James, everybody in the chat, we're long gaming. Because the fact of the matter is, things could go left. And that doesn't mean Karen's going to get found guilty. It could end up in another mistrial. Right? Because they're doing everything they can to confuse the shit out the jury. Because let's face it, it should just be dismissed.
At this point, it should be.
It really should.
But look at Sean Ellis, man. Almost went trial 4. This happens this happens out here.
This happens. So, like, if anything, that's what I'm saying. And we got to talk about the long game. But I thought about something, James, as before we went live. About something, and Kevin from South Boston, I don't think you've been mentioned enough. I mean, as much as we went hard on you, you've been getting a break. All this Commonwealth and all this all these motions that give you motion sickness, so to speak. It's wavy.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it, man.
All this shit that's happening, you're getting away with this, but the investigation might be over, right? Allegedly. But let's get back to AGE. In our world, that means all green, everything, but it also means age. So at the end of the day, age. How do you think this is going to age, Higgins? So let's get this straight. Karen gets another mistrial, right? Or she gets found not guilty, or the worst.
Disclaimer.
How does it still falls on you, Kevin from South Boston? You're still the guy that was talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
You're still the guy that had all the motive. You're still the guy at 11:32. You're still the guy at 11:58. You're still the guy at 12:20. You come in here. You're still the guy who said I didn't say goodbye to anyone. You're still the guy that never. Go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say, you're still the guy in our eyes we call suspect. You're still suspect.
So what do you think? So maybe the feds closed the case on everybody else, but that doesn't mean they're not looking right at you. Because isn't it easier? Isn't it easier just to get you? You're a fed. Think about it. Brian Albert ain't a fed.
No. He's damn near retired, right?
He's retired. Kevin Albert ain't a fed.
Kevin Albert ain't a fed.
They never brought our boy Mikey. Is it Mikey or Mark? Yeah, I think it's Mikey. Mikey from North Carolina or South Carolina. He made a great point. Or was it him that made the point?
Mikey. Or was it the other? Oh, I know there's two.
No, it was called in from California that made the point that I forget his name, but he called in from California. He made a great point. If you're watching right now, he was out in Cali, but he made a great point. I forget his name. Excuse me, but I always try to give credit where credit is due. And he called in, one of our phone callers, and he said they never brought Karen on the grand jury in the feds.
Great point.
Karen's off the table. So who's on the table? Didn't you make the proffer? Kevin from South Boston. Wait a minute. Long game. Didn't you call the J.F.K. show? ATF agent? Murder witness? Oh, / murder suspect? And you lied about your name? How is this going to age, Kevin from South Boston? I want to know. When you got JFK and James Jackson, they're going to be 39,000 feet every single day. You know what they say about aviation, right? It's the safest way to travel. Hold on a minute. James, you got to calm down, brother. You got to calm down, man. Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Let's do it. Nah, can't say that. Ain't getting rid of AJ yet. Go. Back to G.
Goes upstairs, the phone's still downstairs because Fat Matt had it in his pocket, remember? Then Fat Matt takes it out and he starts doing shit. You ready for this, baby? Fat Matt texts that group from her phone the 2 times. Fat Matt deletes 2 screenshots.
Oh, God damn.
Fat Matt then makes the House Long to Die 2:27 and 42nd motherfucking search. While Jen is up in her bed, laying there like the dead fish that she is.
Sleeping with the fishes.
I wasn't mentally or emotionally, and then legally, I didn't even know you could be upcharged. I was expecting to be indicted because of, ham sandwiches.
Yes. Let's go.
There's a place where everybody goes. It's a place not everybody knows yet. Although there could be any place at all. Day or night, it's where it's at. Making friends there in the chat. While J.F.K. and James reenact the waterfall. And when this journey's finally at its end, we can say that all of us are friends. We stood proud and all of us stood tall, while those around us said you wrong. We stood our ground, stayed Boston strong, thanks to J.F.K. and James' reenactment of the waterfall.
Yes! Let's go! Yes! Coming from South Boston, it's coming back all on you. Best believe that.
There's a place where everybody goes. It's a place not everybody knows yet. Although there could be any place at all. Day or night, it's where it's at. Making friends there in the chat, while J.F.K. and James reenact the waterfall. And when this journey's finally at its end, we can say that all of us are friends. We stood proud and all of us stood tall, while those around us said you wrong.
What happened with Bukkake?
Bukkake, that's a wild story. I hope that's true.
About what?
About Jen McCabe. He said his butt. Yo, I'm not.
Oh shit.
I'm not even.
What's he saying?
I'm not even going to beat this shit. Hold on. He said.
He said Proctor needs to read the writing on the wall.
No. That's not what you said. That's not what you said, man. It was way up. Yeah.
What's up,
on
Hollywood?
everything? He said on everything it happened. Wow.
What happened?
Jen McCabe. She hooked up one of his buddies, and his buddy told him that she could suck the girl.
For trail hits? Oh, fuck, bro. Damn, man. Damn, bro. What are you doing? Damn.
Bring that one back from the top. Bring that one back from the
Ladies, let's go.
He's killing me. Man. Yo, hold up. What are you getting into over there?
It's such a good time. Yes, it is. And when you get next to me, you make my heart beat fast. You throw me back when you smile.
Jeez.
And when we're alone, I know we're in love. 'Cause I can't get enough.
God damn. Had a little bit of turbulence in the chat. But at the end of the day, James, how is this going to age, man? It's not going away.
It's not
Kevin from South Boston.
It's not going to age well, man. And to think, he's going to be out in public the rest of this time. As far as this goes on, you're going to be out in public, man. You're going to have to deal with this shit. And it's just not going to age well. I said it this morning, and I'll say it again. I got to see Karen up in personal. She looks, just physically drained, emotionally drained, spiritually. I'm not going to say spiritually because I know her spirits is high. I know she has faith in God, so I know she's a spiritual woman. But she just looks drained. One day in court will have you drained. Never mind 2 years straight, 3 times a week, sometimes 2 times a week. What happened?
3 years, bro. 3 years.
Yeah, 3. Going on 3. So it's just
past 3.
Past 3. I'm sorry, but it's just wild, man, to think 3 years of court every week, or maybe a bye week. It's a lot, man.
I mean, she already went through trial.
Went through a trial.
Like that whole nervousness, that whole anxiety, because at that point, she even said in one of her interviews, when they came back with the mistrial, she was somewhat happy because she wasn't happy, meaning like that was the outlook she was looking for. But then when you're thinking like, damn, I could go to jail versus I get to go home with my family, I'll take that any day.
Yeah, of course. And of course you would. Anyone, any smart human would take that. But it's just, man.
So, not only that, there's another guy. His name's Colin A.
Mm.
And, hey, buddy, you got it the worst, bro. You know why, Colin?
Yeah, this is young still.
Exactly. Talk to him, James.
You're a youngin', boy. Yeah. You're a youngster, man. I mean, you got your whole life ahead of you. And people are just going to clown you. I mean, if you go to college or whatever you do with the rest of your life, I mean, they might clown you already. But I'm just saying, going forward, they're going to continue to harass you. And let me just throw up a disclaimer, because I see how corny the Commonwealth's getting with these emotional, this is all entertainment. I'm just saying this for entertainment purposes only. it's not going to age well for him either. You know, he should have done the right thing. That one right there, that little youngster, he should have taken the time and let the rest of the family live out their lives, right?
Talk to him.
Yeah, man. I mean, Colin is a clown. That is right. Let's see. What's the chat think about Colin? What do you guys think
Finish
about it?
last 4 15-minute quarters to decide the winner. Practice is the key to a successful team. Playoffs is where they want to be. The loser goes home empty-handed, and the winner moves on with the Super Bowl in view. The few will take home the glory, and that's the end of the story.
You're a bitch, bro. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, pussy.
Does he have a man? But oh,
Boy, you be knocked out. KO. Bang, bang.
Everywhere I go, wherever seem to hear it. No matter where I go, wherever seem to see it. Everywhere I go, wherever seem to hear it. No matter where I go, wherever seem to see it.
Hi, my name is Colin Albert. I am a freshman at Bridgewater State. I am studying finance.
State Hospital.
And I am also playing football. I like to take online classes because I like to be in my PJs, as you can see. And I like to always have my clothes on and not dress up, really. I'm from Canton, Massachusetts, which is about like 20 minutes outside of Boston.
Nah,
calm the fuck down.
Calm the fuck down. 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes, buddy. 20 minutes where?
What the fuck? You got a Learjet? 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Calm the fuck down, buddy. Right 35 minutes.
That's
wrong with
about
you,
an
bro?
hour and 15.
Nah, it's not an hour. It's about from
close,
Canton to Boston. I mean, to get to Dorchester, right past Quincy, yeah, I'd say about 30 minutes. It depends. With traffic, it's definitely longer.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm happy to see where the road's going to take me one day.
Yo, your advantage, boys. I will beat all your asses. I promise you, I will fuck you all up.
What?
Colin.
Who?
Higgins, listen. We're not letting you guys go. Okay, we know about the motions. We're sick. We got motion sickness. We get it. We're all fucked up. They're not letting Better Row in. They want a gag order. Our lawyers can't even talk to the press. They got to walk right by them and act like they don't exist. We get it. We got this thing popping off the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th. 3 days of Karen Reed. I mean, that's going to be special. But that doesn't take away from you, Colin, and you, Kevin, from South Boston. Kevin from South Boston, you're protecting this kid? This kid's a juvenile. See, you got it the worst, Colin, because this is not going away. Your dad, not for nothing, is in his 50s. So let's just say it takes 10 years. He might not make it to 60-something, your dad, because calm is your conscience. If you kill some, I don't know how your dad's going to move, how he's going to move around.
He's already done it. He's already killed, he's already unalived somebody.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is, this is not going away regardless of what happens.
No, it's not.
It's not going away. It's going to be here. So what are you going to do? You're a juvenile. You did this when you was a juvenile. How do you think it's going to? There's no way. This is not going to age well for you, Colin. No way. Look at the way you talk. Look at the way you act. Now you're going to have that on your conscience. Your karma is your conscience, little man. You're drinking and doing all that now. What do you think you're going to lead to, buddy? Based on what I'm seeing here, based on seeing your condition here, based on seeing the way you're acting here.
Pull up, bitch.
Based on what I'm seeing here, bro, I'm seeing a real loose goose, man. And I'm telling you right now, Colin, if you're watching, and if one of your friends is watching, Colin, where you think you're gonna end up at 25 when things don't go right? We're talking about 8. We're gonna be here, bro. We're gonna be here. In 5 years from now, in 2030, I know that sounds crazy. 2030, holy shit, JFK.
Ooh.
Calm the fuck down. But it was
Guess
just
what?
29. It was just 2019. Kobe Bryant died in 2019. The pandemic was 5 years ago.
God damn.
So time moves on. Where are you going to be in that time? Based on how much you're drinking and how this is going to affect your mind, no matter how you look at it, you're going to end up breaking. What are you going to be on Mass and Kaz? What happens when something happens to your dad? Your dad, I mean, come on, does he take care of himself? He's in the pizza shop every time.
Look at his mom.
Every time he makes a pizza, he's eating a slice.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's definitely dipping in that sauce. Pause if necessary. But man.
So what I'm saying is, in the long run, Kevin from South Boston, this is a huge situation. You got this liability, Kevin from South Boston. This dude's gonna end. What happens when he finds Xanax? What happens when he starts popping clonopins? What happens when he starts feeling what a Percocet feels like? You know what he's gonna start doing?
Mind you, a pressed one. Yeah.
What do you think he's gonna start doing? He's gonna start yapping. See, right now he's in the house. Right now, Kevin A got him close. Come down to pizza shop. Come here every day. They got him on a leash. Kennel up, motherfucker. You're still pissing on your paws, Colin. Dad got you on lock. Right? You're a little puppy. Pissing on your paws. Lift your leg up, clown. Right? Yeah, you, Colin. What's going to happen when you go to Rosendale and DYS? You did that shit when you was a juvenile. What's going to happen when they can't control you, when you crash out? It's only a matter of time, Colin. Based on what I see, you're going to crash out. And when that happens, you're going to start yapping. And the question is, why ain't the feds or any police in Canton pulling this kid in a room and asking him questions?
It's a great question. And that's where the politics come in, man. This family, I heard someone say, oh, they're connected to the mob. This is not mob or organized crime behavior. This is politic behavior. My dad's a cop. My dad's a selectman. My dad's a fucking... Your dad's a clown. How about that? That's what this is. It's not organized crime. It's not street shit. It's not planned murder. It's corny-ass shit and politics and money. And who's got the most of it? It's not going to age well. Politics is the mob. I understand that, but the mob runs the politics. All right, so let me just break that back since I caught that one. U.S. Rico. Politics is the mob. But who controls that? The mob. They're not. What I'm trying to say is the McCabe's and the McAlberts are not the mob. They're politics. So if anything, they're getting controlled by people, is what I meant to say. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Speak on it, brother. You could tell they're guilty because the stress will age their faces with past their physical age. Look at the McAlberts and Higgy's faces in trial, for sure. Now, the thing is, we said the last one, Mama J, friends, how many of us had them for sure? $9.99. Boston Brandy, she's a new member. Thank you. Ellen, Colin would not what to do if he came across Sin City Boys. So much fuckery he would cry. Oh, man, facts. You know that. Yeah. It's a lot different waking up in Lynn, Mass than it is waking up in Canton.
Shit.
Gifted 5 membership. What the duck? Always so generous. Thank you.
Thank you with the duck.
Hello, gentlemen. You're so right. I mean, here's the thing. We all got motion sickness. We all got it. Can we talk about the editing apps and Hanky Screen, please? The Defense Hire 12 expert at Hanky's is done. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to talk about that. But honestly, I'm going to be real. The more shit you add in this trial and make it a conspiracy, I don't know if an ordinary herb, is that the right word? A nerd, ordinary kid from college. They're going to pick these Gen Zs, these 25-year-olds, these millennials. I don't know if they're going to get all that. I don't know if they're going to believe all that, because at the end of the day, the way Hank's going to say, he's going to say, the witnesses are sitting with the family members of the deceased, right? And if it goes the same way as far as Karen didn't do it and they did it, then it's 50-50. It's a gamble. We got to just focus on the reasonable doubt. Now, yeah, you could bring that stuff in, but that's not it. What you got to bring up is just a reasonable doubt. The reasonable doubt is the waterfall. The reasonable doubt is crossing these witnesses up, and why are they lying? You know, right. There's no way these cops are just going to no-sell that. They're going to say, well, you know, Oh, we didn't know about the video. We didn't know about that. We don't handle that. And a dude could get up there and talk about how that was edited and there's no metadata, and you can't prove that that's the actual video, which is true. You know what I mean? That's not the OG pick. It's not the OG version. Where's the OG version? And that's all you got to say. You know, we don't need to get all into that. That is not. Here's an expert on the stand. Is that the original version? No. Okay, so it's fair to say that that's not the original version. So y'all could have made a version to suit it towards your needs, right? Yep. Okay. Boom. On to the next. It's constantly just hitting them with reasonable doubt. We can't get caught up in this. They're against Karen and they go. That's not what we need. We need to get Karen the fuck up out of there on a not guilty. That's all we need. And then we can figure out who did what later. Let's just get her out of there on a not guilty. Because even if she walks on a not guilty, we know everybody's going to say she slid on a technicality. And just because she's not guilty doesn't mean she's innocent.
Right.
Right, James?
Absolutely.
That's what they're going to say.
There's going to be something to say, you know, and that's exactly what they're going to say. They're going to go right to that. And that's just the way it is, man. You know, the Rico said why don't we clarify what reasonable doubt means now? Reasonable doubt? You don't think there's enough reasonable doubt in this case? You don't think?
No, I hear you, nightclubs. I seen that. He had an editing app opened, and it had the AI app. And
that's not Karen Reed.
What?
Karen Reed. That's not Karen Reed. It's in the chat. Let's see, Karen Reed. Yeah. I believe it is.
It's a fake Karen Reed.
Yeah. So everybody.
No one with a brain is going to say that. Is going to say what? Yeah, it is. Maybe it is. Well, let's see. I don't think. Is it the green? Does she have green?
We'll Karen, see. If that's you, send me a message.
But whatever. We'll just keep it going.
Yes, yes. It is.
So,
hi, Karen.
Hey, what up, Karen? How you doing? So the point is, this guy Colin, how's it going to age? Sooner or later, he's going to break, and he's going to tell a friend what he did. It's look at him. He's a crash out. But right now, they got him on a leash. Look at every time you see him, he's at his father's store. Yep. He's not moving around. They ain't letting that kid move around. What happens when they think it's over? What happens when they think it's actually over? You feel what I'm saying?
Right. That's what it comes down to.
You know, and then what? He's going to end up saying something to somebody. And then what? And Kevin from South Boston, you think it's over, but you're the Fed. You work for the Feds, my man. So at the end of the day, you're working for the Feds. So if you're working for the Feds, how do you know the Feds ain't investigating you? Maybe it's easier to arrest you than arresting everybody else. Get you on a federal charge. You're a Fed. So You know how they work.
That's a lot of time for Colin to talk to a yap, you know?
A lot of time, man. He's a young dude, and he's running his mouth on these TikToks and these apps, the intensity. You know what I mean? Like, Tom is conscious. You know? Like, it's only a matter of time before he leaks something out. And the crazy part, let's just say Colin didn't do anything, right? Let's just say he didn't do anything. No matter what, he's still going to say something to incriminate himself because he wants to be that guy. You know what I mean? Look at him.
Yeah.
Bang, pull up, bitch.
Yeah,
like,
pull up.
bro.
Yeah, come on, man. You're going to be acting like that. I mean, probably. But I can't see this dude acting like this in the city. And if he does, he's going to get he's going to get hurt soon. Sooner rather than going around acting like that.
Yeah, Karen, we got your back. Karen, if you're up in the chat, I want to drop this for you, Karen. We drop it every time. We got Karen Reed up in here, and, you know, she's a fighter.
Yes.
And, so I'm going to drop something for Karen, man, and hope you like it, Karen. And let's get into it because, you know, you're fighting for your life, and there's all these crazy people with all these scenarios. And at the end of the day, we got your back, and we're going to be here. We're long gamers. And whatever we can do as far as these people making phone calls to us or, you know, hitting us up in the inboxes, it's not going to age well for them. Sooner or later, they're going to pull their card. And that's just the way life goes. Right, James?
That's right.
So yeah, let's drop it a little something like this. Let me find that.
Case. They imply it. They're suggesting that's the basis.
Let me get the chat while doing this and watching this. If you had one word to describe Karen Reed, what would it be? Drop that one word.
On New Year's Day, I will be with you again.
They imply it. They're suggesting that's the basis.
I had YouTube blasting on the stereo. Nightmares. I dreamed about John. Finding him. I had this recurring dream that he survived but didn't know what happened to him. I had YouTube blasting on the stereo.
Suggesting that's the
This bloody road remains a mystery.
We got Karen Reed up in the chat. I need everybody to put their ones up. Put your ones up, everybody. Free Karen Reed.
Free Karen Reed.
Let's go. Yes.
Yes.
You already know. You already know how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Karen said
I
it
wasn't
herself,
mentally or
right?
emotionally, and then legally, I didn't even know you could be upcharged. I was expecting to be indicted because of, ham sandwiches.
Yeah. Oh, shit, Karen.
Oh, man.
I wasn't
Say that
mentally or
again?
emotionally, and then legally, I didn't even know you could be upcharged. I was expecting to be indicted because of, ham sandwiches.
That's right, Karen.
I wasn't.
Let's get something for Karen. You know how we do it. Let's get some of that classic rock for Karen Reed. Karen, if you're home tonight, now you're flying 39,000 feet with James Jackson and J.F.K. Got your back. Let's go.
Got your back.
But I sure know where I've been. Hanging on the promises and songs of yesterday. And I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. Here I go again. Here I go again. Though I keep searching for an answer, I never seem to find what I'm looking for. Lord, I pray you give me strength to carry on, 'cause I know it means to walk along.
If you know this song,
Here I go again.
Get on my
Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. And I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. I'm just another heart in need of rescue. Waiting on love's sweet charity. And I'm gonna hold on for the rest of my days.
Yes.
'Cause I know it means
Say what?
to walk along the lonely
We know what you
street of
did.
dreams.
We know what you did, buddy.
And here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. And I made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. But here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go. Cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. And here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone.
Hold on a minute. I know she likes the classic rock, so we're going to keep the classic rock going. Thank you, Karen Reed. Thank you so much. Free
Thank
Karen
you.
Reed. I hope you're doing well, Karen Reed. I hope you're feeling good. Hope everything's well with you. And just to, I'm a colon cancer survivor. In March, you could see on the beginning of this video on the thumbnail, there's a blue ribbon. That's for colon cancer awareness. March is colon cancer awareness month, and I don't mean to be a joy killer, but please get screened because we're all older in this demographic, and it is what it is, and you know what it is. Let's just keep it going. How's that shit go?
Woo! And on the streets again. Oh yeah, you think you're really cooking, baby? You better find yourself a friend, my friend. You're talking about love. My love is right to the core. And you're talking about love. Just like I told you before. I stood and looked down. You know I lost a lot of friends there, baby. I got no time to mess around. So
no time. Come on, yo. Let's go.
My mind right now. Stacking
R.I.P. Chester Bennington.
Wish that I could slow
Kevin from South Boston. It's not about you, buddy.
But there's comfort in the panic. And I drive myself crazy thinking everything's about me. Yeah, I drive myself crazy cause I can't escape the gravity. I'm holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Holding on. So much more than I can carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on.
Why is everything so heavy? You say that I'm paranoid.
James, I got something for you right here. You ready?
Sure the water's out to get me. It's not like I made the choice to let my mind stay so fucking messy.
Go.
I don't like my mind right now. Stacking up problems that is so unnecessary. Wish that I could slow things down. I wanna let go, but there's comfort in the panic.
Come on.
I drive myself crazy, thinking everything's about me. Yeah, I drive myself crazy, cause I can't escape the gravity.
Turbulence in the chat. Turbulence in the chat.
Never tomorrow.
Turbulence in the chat. Turbulence in the chat.
Why is everything so heavy?
But I'm pretty sure the water's out to get me. It's not like I made the choice to let my mind stay so fucking messy. I know I'm not the center of the universe, but you keep spinning around me just the same.
Turbulence in the chat. Turbulence in the chat.
But you keep spinning around me just the same.
James, you know,
Yes.
I seen Karen on the interview. She's still in here. I don't know if she's still in here, but if she is, I seen her on the interview when she says she doesn't like country music. That's a damn shame. Because we play this one country song, maybe 2 or 3. And I can guarantee she liked this song right here. So should we drop it on and hit her with a little Morgan? How many people want to hear that Morgan joint? Because you know what they say, right, ladies? You know, they all say, you know, and Karen can relate to this. They say, yeah, we're the problem. You know, and ladies got these guys who get in their face, and us men got these ladies who get in our face. And sometimes, you know, people want to say, you're the problem. Well, if that's the case, then you might be the reason. Karen, check this out. Let's go.
You say I'll never change. I'm just to go around town with some gasoline, just trying to bomb a flame. Gonna
Bomb
burn
down!
the whole place down.
Seaside! Put it down!
Explain ever falling in love with a guy like me in the first place? And turn around and say that I'm the worst thing. I guess I'm the problem. And your mess never do no wrong. If I'm so awful, then why'd you stick around this long? And if it's the whiskey,
Seaside, what up, brother?
What up, Seaside?
Man. Seaside.
You hate the way you look at me. You halfway see yourself, and it got me thinking, if I'm the problem, well, you might be the reason.
Seaside with a soft side.
Try to go our separate ways.
Thanks, Seaside. We appreciate that.
We're gonna come see you soon, brother.
Soon.
And you're back with me again. Then you go and tell your friends that I'm the problem. And your mess never do no wrong. If I'm so awful, then why'd you stick around this long? And
better calm down, Seaside.
why you keep on pulling it off the shelf? You hate the way you look at me. You halfway see yourself, and it got me thinking, if I'm
shut your shame, James.
well, you might be the reason.
Yes, Gigi.
If I'm such a waste of breath, such a waste of time, then why are you on your way to waste another Friday night? If I'm the problem, and your mess never do no wrong. If I'm so
Small
awful,
world, Gigi. Small
then
world.
why'd you stick around this long? And if it's the whiskey, then why you keep on pulling it off the shelf? You hate the way you look at me. You halfway see yourself, and it got me thinking, if I'm the problem, well, you might be the reason.
Boston Brandy.
I hope you like that, Karen. If you're watching, that's one of the show's favorite. Morgan Wallen. Hit it with the classic rock. You too. We know that's your favorite band. Absolutely. Free Karen Reed for sure.
Free Karen Reed. No doubt. I just saw someone say, hold up, where'd that comment go? That was funny. It said that we stole, where is it? Oh, God. These comments coming in. Like, basically, they were telling Kevin from South Boston that we stole his only friend, Seaside. Yo, that's crazy.
And listen, Kevin from South Boston, we'll say it again. Mock S with two lowercase S's, right? And that's on purpose. So we know who he is. You know who he is. And he says, and he's on our side. He's on the freaky. He's in our chat. And he knows that was you both times you called. How about this, right? Is Karen still up in the chat? Should we run the second call to her and see if and what she says about it?
She already spoke. She spoke on it. She said
on
that,
the second one, though.
On the second one, yeah.
On the second one. But,
yeah. I mean, if she's up in the chat, I don't know if she's up to hear that dude's voice.
No, But yeah, that dude's trauma.
Yeah.
But how's it gonna age, James? This is not gonna age well. So, and you said earlier when we talked about this case, just looking at them pulling all these tactics, and you, Hank Brennan, you're the funniest guy because your practice is in the toilet. Because back in 08, 09, 2010, the Oxycontins were popping. People had money in the stash, and they needed lawyers. Dudes don't need lawyers no more because they're ratting everybody out. What do they need a lawyer for? So you're running out of money. You bought a little house in Marblehead. Your overhead's not right. You're the same guy that was hugging Gary Zarola back in 2018 that got him off a rape case. You're the same guy that was hugging him. You're the same guy that said Whitey Bulger's not a rat, but you think Karen Reed is guilty. Now, one can only assume, Hank, Beetlejuice, your practice is in the toilet. Same with your boy Krause. So you guys want to go at Karen's neck. You want to switch sides. You want to flip. You want to give delusional accountability. The only reason why you're giving that delusional accountability towards Karen and really think that she might have did this because you're not living right.
Right.
Your comment is your conscience. All the shit you did, all them drug dealers that you let go, all the people that you got off, all that dirty money that you took, all them dudes that were coming with the big blocks. You know what they are, Seaside. The big blocks with the three bands on them.
Disclaimer.
Seaside, it wasn't me. Seaside, I got nothing to do with that shit. Seaside, calm the fuck down.
Seaside.
Oh shit, Seaside, no.
Shit. Damn.
Your skin, it lightens up my day, and that's also true. Together we're one, separated we're two. To make it all mine is my desire. Cause you contain a quality that I admire. To put it plain and simple, you rule my world, so try to understand.
I'm in love, girl.
I'm so in love, girl. I'm just in love, girl. And this is true. Girl, you know it's true.
Come back around, boom day. Mad lion, never on my microphone. Alright. So don't step up. Boy, what's up? Put your crew to the side, they go to go front.
That's right, Patrick.
And got your grill. Don't need the gun, cause you get hurt still. Think who no wicked. Tell left the come. I have me fifth, me no need not a gun. Now go touch you if you don't touch me first. If you touch me, boy, you must bite the dust. Bad boy, rude boy, bring to bed and skin up.
He's an artist unknown.
I don't bother nobody, I don't go back and close. It is the program, boy, you must get.
I need everybody to pump it up. You guys know this shit, right?
Right about now, you're about to be possessed.
R.I.P. DJ Easy Rock.
MC Raw Face.
You know this song right now. I need y'all to sing it word for word. Let's go.
Oh shit, I know Seaside's on the floor. He's spinning on his head right now.
Mary B. What up, Mary B?
I wanna rock right now. I'm Rob Bass and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid. I mean outrageous. Stay away from me if you're contagious, cause I'm a winner. No, not a loser. To be an MC is what I choose. Ladies love me, girls adore me. I mean, even the ones who never saw me.
I don't know, Rose D. You have to ask Seaside.
The reason why, man, I don't know. So let's go, cause
my son does.
I know. Shout out Justin.
my name is Rob, I got a real funky concept. Listen up, cause I'm gonna keep you in step. I got an idea that I wanna share. You don't like it, so what? I don't care. I'm number one, the uno, I like pop.
Oh shit. That's Dave's about to do the running man.
All of my followers, cause all I want is respect. I'm not a boxer, but the man rocks her. A slick brother that can easy out fox her. Cause I'm Rob, the last name basis. And over mic, I'm known to be the freshest. So let's start, it shouldn't be too hard. I'm not a sucker, so I don't need a bodyguard.
What?
Now they get taken.
Woo, let's go.
They always act hard, but won't walk the streets without their bodyguard. I hate fake MCs. They always act hard, but won't walk the streets without their bodyguard. MCs are laid out like stiffs in the morgue. Praise the Lord, you're in all.
R.I.P.
When I'm gripping my mic cord. Rhymes are ripped with swift execution. One verse could coerce your girl to prostitution. The guru is now the brother that you're fearing. Beware when I'm making hits with premiering. Rolling to a spot near you. Lyrics tear through. Chrome to your dome. You better watch your rear view. Niggas been held back too long. We're coming up. In the streets we roam alone. So watch me running up. I'm sunning up. A mad posse of warriors. Night crusaders. Able to break down barriers. And bringing faces of death. Putting MCs to rest. Until there's no fake chumps left. Run, step, yeah, bounce, nigga, bounce. My rhymes are cargo when yours is just a quarter round. Come on. Fake MCs, they always act hard, but won't walk the streets without their bodyguard. I hate fake MCs, they always act hard, but won't walk the streets without their bodyguard. Fake MCs, they always act hard, but won't walk the streets without their bodyguard. I hate fake MCs, they always act hard, but won't walk the streets without their bodyguard. Gangstar boy.
Shit. This is Soul Plane.
We started dancing and love put us into a groove. As soon as we started to move, the music played while our bodies displayed to the dance. That love picked us out for romance. I thought it was clear the plan was we would share this feeling just
Yeah, that's right, people. I go by the name of James Jackson. Go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
Free Karen Reed. She's coming home. This summer we're gonna have a good one.
I remember when we first started. You came to me and you were broken hearted. I took you in and wiped all your tears away. I gave you loving more than any other gave. Don't you know I'm the one and I love you, girl. I don't care what they say. You know you are my world. Come back home to the one who loves you more and more. So you see that it was me you were searching for. You're searching for.
For you, Vix.
Come back to me. Come back to me. I can remember the first time we ever met. The sun was shining, love was gleaming in the air. You caught my eye and the next thing that I knew, I was in love. I was so in love with you. We were so close.
Nightmares. I dreamed about John. I dreamed about John. I dreamed about John. I had this recurring dream that he survived but didn't know what happened to him.
Oh man, it's getting crazy on the J.F.K. channel. What's going on? It's Friday night. Everybody, come on, let's go. J.F.K. James Jackson. We did it this morning. We're doing it tonight. We're gonna keep hitting you in the face. Karen Reed was in the chat. Man, free Karen Reed. She's going through a lot. This shit is real. Fucking conspiracy theories. Your extra conspiracy theories. We know Karen Reed is not guilty. That's bottom line. This ain't about you. This is about Karen Reed. R.I.P. John O'Keefe. R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe.
Yes. Go. Go, D.
Karen caught up in a hit and run, James. Let's go.
We're working too. Yeah. I mean, my man had to run across 3 lanes. We're working.
You're rocking with the best. Break it off.
Woo! Man, that was a mix, huh?
That was
It's
a
quiet.
mix. Yeah.
I was
We
wilding
in the
out,
mix.
kid.
Me
I was
too,
in the
man.
mix, man. I thought I was on Shade 45 for a minute.
That's all right. We was cooling out, man. We got
I think I got
we
to
got
calm the fuck down.
Yeah, we got to calm
Seaside. So we were talking about the big piles, the big blocks of money. Seaside.
Disclaimer, Seaside.
Yeah, disclaimer, Seaside. Look out your window. He ain't out there, is he?
Nah, he's at 621. That's what he said.
Shit. Man,
that shit hits home to us, cause Jay, we was there right that one night.
Wait a minute, that's 621 now over there?
Yeah, over next to.
They changed it?
Well, 621's before rain now.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yes.
that's cool. I hope the bump.
Yeah.
I like Seaside, man.
Yeah, man, Seaside's cool, and
He's good people. If he's with 3 or 4, if he's with 3 people that look like him, no, we got. I'm fucking out of here, Seaside. I don't trust your boys. I'm out of here, Seaside. I don't trust your boys, Seaside. Fuck that, no.
Fucking gone.
I'm gone, brother.
What's that?
Ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you very much for your attention, and now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the takeoff. The captain has made tower communications available, so if you'd like to...
Oh, shit. Let's go. We in this to the what?
Long game is.
Shit.
Down from day one. Welcome to Death Row.
Like we always do about this time.
Down from day.
Yeah, man. And so Hank Brennan, we know his practice is in the toilet, and we know Krowski. These guys ain't making money like they used to, and now they want to side with the DAs. And like it's crazy. Like that's it's like the same way there was. All right, so there was. Let's just parallel it to something as simple as this, and this might not be the perfect parallel, but business has changed. So perfect example, like reselling sneakers. 4 or 5 years ago, you couldn't get a pair of couldn't get a pair of Jordans.
You had to win a raffle just to buy them.
Just to buy them.
Just to buy them.
The resellers were buying 20 pairs at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were just flooding the sites out, and they're putting 150 on top of every sneaker. So if the sneaker was 200, they're throwing 150 on top of that. 350 for a pair of Jordans, right? And kids were buying them. Now, you go inside the store, they got your size. Business is not booming. Times are tough. You know, the cost of living is different. What are you going to do? You're going to buy food for your house. You know, you got to pay for rent. You can't get the Jordans. You're going to have to keep the ones you got clean and rock the shitty ones to the gym. You can't be decked out all the time. You got to innovate, right? And this is what's happening here. So you see this guy, these big lawyers, the defense attorneys who are going to the North End and living their life, and all of a sudden they're not getting that $500 an hour no more. And then the state comes through and says, listen, you're a scumbag, a sleazeball, and you're willing to do whatever you got to do. We need you to prosecute this case like you would defend a drug dealer out of Lawrence or Lynn or Malden or Everett or Charlestown or wherever he's at. We want you to have that same mentality. And he has that same mentality. But he doesn't understand that he's it's not going to age well. You're the same guy who got Gary's a roller off, and you're the same guy who thinks Whitey Bulger's not a rat, but you think Karen Reed's guilty. And I know I say that all the time. Kevin from South Boston, how is this going to age? You made the phone call to this show. You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. I like you and James, right?
Yeah.
You wrong. Why'd you call in lying? Why wouldn't you just say this is Kevin?
So now I don't believe that you like us, man. So you mean to tell me you don't like us? You know, calling and lying about one thing. How the fuck we gonna trust you about another?
You guys have the moves making me smile again when I really need one. Free Karen Reed, send cash apps. Wow, Jackie.
Wow, Jackie.
Jackie, you're always coming through, man, and I really appreciate you. And whatever we can do, to keep you up, man, we're here for you for sure. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Everybody put the peace signs up for Jackie. She's going through something right now. Peace signs up for Jackie. We all going through something, man. Peace signs up.
Straight up.
Mary, Kelly, what up, Kelly? My husband said all he needs to play is KLF. KLF will rock you. Oh shit.
Oh,
I'm gonna throw that. I haven't heard that for a minute, man. I'm gonna have to throw that in the mix one day. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny she said that. I was listening to that because when I went back early on, I had went back to that show. Help me out, the hip hop shit in Lynn. Not Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, Big Daddy Kane, yeah.
Yeah. They was playing that. Oh man.
Like Rick, Big Daddy. Drea, what up, Drea? How you feeling, Drea? Our girl Drea is up.
Drea, haven't seen her in a minute.
Yeah, she jumped in my we talked in the message. She's doing good. Laura Pike for sure out in Puerto Rico.
The Cat's Meow. What's up? That's a friend of mine, real good friend of mine. Sister, grew up with her, known her my whole life. Real good person.
What's up, Cat's Meow? And that's the thing. It's like, how is this gonna age? Like at the end of the day, it's coming down to the come down. Everything's got to age, man. And it's like, that's why I laughed when we got that phone call. I seen that Auntie Deb, is that what he calls him? Jimmy. I know him as Jimmy.
I like to call him Jimmy, my man. I mean,
Jimmy.
They
Jimmy.
call him.
What's he call him?
Aunt Deb, yeah.
Yeah, so Aunt Deb, man, he did a show with our boy Young Jerks today, and he mentioned the phone call. And he said that JFK is a better man than me because the way he handled that phone call was, real mature, and he liked what I wrote about it inside my post and what I wrote on my Facebook and this and that. And, I sent MFed has told me that he did the show. So I went over there and I checked it out, which was cool. I appreciate that. And, Mike from Young Jerks, said JFK, I know JFK. He's solid, and he doesn't react to shit like that. Because at the end of the day, there's a backstory with JFK.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is not what you see now. Is not 9 months of Karen Reed and that's it. This whole social media, YouTube, performing, showmanship, having fun, smiling, giving back, engaging, awareness, talking to the people, learning about myself and really learning about people, compassion, studying people. This has been a lifelong journey of mine. This is just who I am, and there's a backstory to it. There's a reason for it. It just didn't happen.
No.
Like some people would want to call in and act like that's what happened, but that's not what happened. And that's a beautiful thing, and that's my backstory, right? So the point is, how's it going to age, right? And it's like, I do what I do every time I step and I do a project. I always think what it's going to look like in the future. Like I'm not going to do something. What do I always say, James? I'm not going to do anything if it don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, and it's got to be
things
timing too. Like
it's got to be timing. Yeah. I did things in the past with people, projects with people that I can't even like watch the project, even though the projects were good projects, but I can't even watch certain projects because the people who I did it with, they changed for the worse.
Right.
And they became, their mental illnesses or whatever it might be, got the best of them. And then projects they're the graveyard, they're dead. And I can't even say, hey, let's go back and check that out. Because if I do, it's opening up old wounds or it's opening up dialogue with them people. And I don't want to be there. So I learned from that. So where I'm at now is I wouldn't do anything if it's not going to age well. And I can tell you, Kevin from South Boston, and you, Colin, that this is not going to age well. This is something that you just can't hold in. This is something, that phone call, wherever you go, Kevin from South Boston, you wrong. Oh, you're the guy that was you're the one that read the text messages. So you thought it was cool when you read the text messages in the courtroom. You thought that shit at the moment was the dagger. You thought that was a good idea, but that wasn't a good idea because that is not going to age well for you, my man. Forever, you're that guy. I didn't want them to come between. You're a scumbag. You took the corner.
Yep, you spun the block.
Karen was out there weed whacking. My man, Kevin 781, said that she was holding it down for John. She was cleaning his fucking lawn, doing his lawn for him.
Yep.
We all know how John cared about his lawn, and she's out there with the weed whacker. She's putting in work for this dude.
She's
And
trying
here
to
you
get it
come.
right.
Did you get a haircut like James Jackson? Is that what it was? Did you get a little fade like James, like this?
Tato! Did you go to Tato?
Did you have your little fade like that? And you pulled up and said, "Hey, Karen, it's me. Look at my haircut."
He didn't have it like this. Hell
Oh,
no.
he didn't have it like that. You know,
And you know the one up came shit. No way it was like mine.
He tries. And he thought he's gonna roll up. He thought he's gonna have his beard hooked up. And you know, Karen said, "Get the fuck out of here. My husband's a cop." But you still sat there and goes, "No, it's me. It's Higgins." And you stuck around. And you 13 stepped. You seen that Karen wasn't in the right state of mind. She was going through something. I mean, you're a man. You see these things. But you crossed the boundaries, man, as a man. You should have fell back. And because you know that's not going to age well. It's not going to age well to us. And you know it's never going to age well to us. Like, let's just say we were all friends. We can never trust you again. Like, damn, one of our friends kicked it with one of our friends' girls. Like, you're a clown for that, brother.
Let me
So
just say
how's this
one
gonna
thing real
age?
quick. How you talking about age? Because while I'm thinking about it, we got your exes hitting us up, Kevin from South Boston. We got your childhood friend you grew up with giving us info on you and telling us how you was a piece of shit. You're basically, you know, growing up. So that's how it's aging so far. That's just so far, man. So we're talking long distance, bro. Damn, think how many more exes
And that's the thing. All in 2023, your little girl that you had down the Cape, the girl that you had down there, all of 2023, when she's trying to ask you questions about this case, you're telling her, "Nah, it's not a big deal. Like, the girl liked me and this and that." But she found out later there was, I don't know how many pages to be exact, but there was pages upon pages of text messages of you texting her back. But you put her underneath a spell and basically lied to her, and you helped her out. You got her a car. But you know what she did with that car? She took that shit to the auction. That shit got sold. She got rid of that whip. That shit's gone, bro. You got her a car. And on top of that, she told us, just like the probation officer out of Lawrence District, you give people merchandise, ATF merchandise. Look, you want an ATF pin? You know, if you would have gave me an ATF pin, you know what I would do with that shit? I'd fucking throw it right out the window, right in the trash. The fuck out of here with that ATF shit. You're giving hats out. And your girl from 2023 said you had texted her before. Well, that's your go-to. So that's how you write. That's part of your game. Well,
what's gonna happen next? Well, you haven't called me in 3 weeks. Well, I mean, shit, Kevin.
And that's it. And you giving ATF hats out. And listen, we got the ATF hat.
Yeah, we do. We got
it, and we got your card.
You want to run that for some what do they call that shit now, Jay? With some
DNA?
Yes, for some DNA. We got that hat. Your hands all over it.
Yeah, we have it. And we have the card with your number on it. But whatever. We don't care about that.
Yeah, we don't care. We're just playing.
It says Special Agent Brian Higgins. And Higgins, you was going to the LA Fitness. This girl told me that she was deadlifting 245 and your deadlifts was suspect. Damn, son, you don't know how to hinge, bro? Why were you throwing all that weight on there, man? You should have just kept it humble and did 145, man. You know what I'm saying? Couple of quarters on the sides, you know what I'm saying? 145, you know. You were trying to do like 315, man. She was looking at, she said, "Man, your deadlifts was suspect, my dude." Damn, Kevin from South Boston. You got some suspect deadlifts. Damn, dog. How many push-ups can you do, Kevin from South Boston? You were going to Stoneham. You were going to Stoneham in the LA Fitness, man, stalking this woman. She had her daughter there.
God damn, bro.
He had a daughter there, and he was walking her out with the daughter, like talking to her. "Hey, how you doing? You want to call me uncle? Did you tell little girl you were her uncle? You fucking you slime ball."
You heard he wears a headband? Oh God, like Richard Simmons, Kev. I thought that was because it was right now. Oh man, that's wild.
I mean, the girl was deadlifting. I mean, and she got and word has it too, Kevin from South Boston. She got them Amazon stretchy pants, them yoga stretchy pants.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Woo-hoo! Disclaimer! Kevin from South Boston. You were all fucked up. Damn, son.
She said, come on, man. You couldn't even look at it with the yoga pants on. He was sitting behind with his Richard Simmons gear on. Yo, bro, that's wild.
And we know it all went down that way. We went into a minute ago. Yeah. Kevin from South Boston. It's never going to go away.
It's not going to age well.
You know, Kevin from South Boston, you got a lot of fucking nerve, man, because at the end of the day, right, what you did to John O'Keefe, man, is fucked up. Period. You did him dirty. And he died. He reads off.
We had met with the victim at the parking bar and came out approximately 9.
Man, wish you walked away, John.
Is there any just cause for feeling like this? On the surface, I'm a name on a list. I try to be discreet, but then blow it again. I've lost and found, it's my final mistake. She's loving by proxy, don't give it all take. Cause I've been thrilled to fantasy one too many times.
R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe.
Almost.
You might say, how could you so fast? Is the way you make me feel hard to understand.
R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe.
There is a way I can meet your demand. If you see the sun in my eyes, it should be of no surprise. It's the light of love inside of me. Now tell me, what do you see in my eyes? And I wanna show you, girl. And I wanna know you tonight. And when you kiss me, girl, you just don't know how you make me feel. The love I have inside, I wanna give it all to you, girl. And if you give me a chance, I just wanna be your man. I know it's hard to see how I feel this way. I just don't have control of my heart. And if you feel what I feel and you wanna stay, just give me a sign, girl, and we'll never part.
I want everybody to look into John O'Keefe's eyes, man. R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe.
If you see the sun in my eyes, it should be of no surprise. It's the light of love inside of me. Now tell me, what do you see in my eyes? And I wanna show you, girl. And I wanna know you tonight. And when you kiss me, girl, you just don't know how you make me feel. The love I have.
And you know the craziest part about it, man? The craziest part about this whole shit, right? Is that you were his friend, man. He looked at you like a friend. He let you come in the house and all that. But you know what they say, right? When they say they're just a friend. If you guys know this song, man, sing this shit.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short miniskirt. I just got on stage dripping, pouring with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I whispered in her ear, come to the picture booth so I can ask you some questions to see if you're 100 proof. I asked her name, she said blah, blah, blah. She had 9-10 pants and a very big bra. I took a couple of flicks and she was enthused. I said, how do you like the show? She said I was very amused. I started throwing bass, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange. Because when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to pretend. She said, no, I don't. I only have a friend.
Come on.
I'm not even going for it. This is what I'm going to sing.
Bust this. R.I.P. Bismarcky, man. I'm sick of saying R.I.P., man.
Just a friend. You say he just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he just a friend. But you say he just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he just a friend. But you say he.
Welcome to the JFK channel. I go by the name of JFK.
Go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
You could have been anywhere in the world. But you here with us. We appreciate your time. We're just looking for that. Boom love. Disclaimer. 1,000 feet. Come on. Turbulence in the chat.
Keeps the brain rocking.
This is your chat, people. You wrong. We took you off the TV. Let's go. We love all of you.
Yes, the JFK show was fire. Yeah, I love the JFK show. Shout out to JFK and James Jackson. Love them. Great stuff there. 39,000 feet.
Welcome to Death Row.
Thank you. Take a look at that photo.
Welcome to the JFK channel.
Let me know if
I go by the name of.
Yep.
You recognize the photo?
Yes.
Who's in that photo?
Objection.
So the objection sustained as to the content of the photos. Did you want to come to?
Colin, you ain't getting away from us. You're in the scope, buddy.
Have Byron explain this to me?
Hold up. It's like they're helping him. You know, they feel bad for him. Judge Bev feels bad for Colin.
Of course she does. Of course she does. Of course she does.
When was that photograph taken?
Objection.
No, we can get that, but we'll answer that question.
10 years or less ago, I'd say. I don't.
You were the ring bearer in Courtney Proctor's wedding, were you not?
Objection.
I'll allow that.
Correct.
So when you say we're friendly, but not that, or we're close rather, but not that close, you were actually close enough to be a member of her wedding party when she was married to her now husband, correct?
When I was younger, correct.
Well, of course it was when you were younger. It was 10 years ago. Is that yes?
Yeah.
That's my question. So for at least a decade, your family and the Proctor family has been close enough such that you and Albert were in her wedding, correct?
Objection.
Ask that differently, Mr. Jackson.
For the last, well, at least at that time, 10 years ago, your family was close enough to the Proctor family such that you were a ring bearer in Courtney Proctor's wedding, right?
Correct.
And who's Courtney Proctor's brother?
Michael Proctor.
And is Michael Proctor in the photograph that you're looking at?
Yes.
Person on the far left?
Correct.
Looks like he's in a tuxedo.
Correct.
You were also in a tuxedo.
Objection.
Sustained.
What I'm getting at is you all were part of the same wedding party, correct?
Correct.
And that's a photograph of Courtney Proctor's wedding and the entire wedding party, correct?
Objection.
Sustained.
Why sustained?
Is that a photograph of a wedding party?
Objection.
Sustained.
Hey, look at it. He knows.
Yes.
She stops him every time, man.
Yeah, but it's like she knows. Put some fucking WD-40
Talk
on
about
that chair, Bev.
I got prepped for this.
Tell me what that means. What does it mean to prep for this?
What I'm going to be getting asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember my first question?
You can
Very
tell.
First question this morning, I said, have you spoken to anybody in order to prepare for your testimony? And you said no.
Yeah.
So that's not true. You spoke to Mr. Lau.
Good point,
Okay.
if it is.
Yes.
It's not an okay. It's yes or no.
Yes.
You said that was about a month ago, correct?
Correct. Around a month ago.
Tell me what, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Around a month ago. That's it.
Tell me what you and Mr. Lally discussed.
The questions I would be asked here.
Can you be more detailed?
I don't remember everything he said.
Of course you don't.
Can you go over the questions that he believed he would ask?
I believe so.
Did you give him answers to those questions that you believed you would give in response to his questions?
Yes.
Question What questions did he tell you he was going to ask?
I don't remember.
What answers did you tell him you were going to give?
I don't remember.
That was just a month ago, right?
Yes.
Obviously, you've been thinking about this case quite a bit, haven't you?
Yeah.
Over the last 2.5 years.
No.
No?
How long have you been thinking about this case?
Since people started writing about me on the internet.
Not
really? Oh my God.
You were at a house where an individual ended up dead on the lawn.
No,
the
a
next
Boston
morning.
police officer.
Did that prompt you to start thinking about this case?
No.
Not so much.
No?
Nope.
No. Really?
Wow.
A murder case?
Did you speak with, when Mr. Lally spoke with you, who else was there?
The witness advocate, I believe, and
Advocate?
Steve Nelson?
You mean
Yes.
advocate? You fucking nut?
And
Went to Supercuts to get his hair cut.
is it Sergeant Tully, I believe?
Tully,
Oh, you know he's a sergeant.
I believe
You know
so,
who the
yes.
fuck he is.
Anybody else?
Not that I remember.
Sergeant Tully taking notes while you were having this conversation with Mr. Lally?
I do not remember.
Mr. Lally taking notes?
I do not remember.
You remember being told by either Sergeant Tully or Mr. Lally that your conversation was being recorded?
I do not remember.
Advocate.
How long was that meeting?
Say 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Were you given any instructions by either Sergeant Tully or Mr. Lally about your preparation for your testimony?
Can you rephrase that, please?
Sure. Did they give you any instructions about the preparation for your testimony? How they wanted you to answer questions? The tone and tenor of your testimony?
No.
How they wanted you to dress, for instance?
No.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Other than that time a month ago, have you spoken with Mr. Lally or anybody from the DA's office since then, before yesterday?
No.
You watched any coverage of this case online?
Nope.
No social media?
No, I don't have social media.
No news
Fuck out of here.
coverage?
Nope.
Snapchat ass music.
No.
I know you got a pair
National
of Crocs.
Nope.
Blogs?
Nope.
You don't have social media. That's
So
very hard to
literally,
believe. That
according
alone
to you,
is a lot.
you know
I
zero
would call him back in just for
about
that.
media coverage concerning this case, Commonwealth versus Karen Reed.
Correct.
Did you talk to Allie before her testimony?
No.
Oh, you get mad.
When was the last time you did talk to Allie before she testified yesterday?
I don't remember.
Give me an idea. She's one of your best friends. A week ago, a day ago, a month ago.
I do not remember.
Why not? A year ago?
I do not remember.
Oh my God.
No.
You know his dad said,
More recently than 5 years ago, that you spoke with Allie.
if you feel tripped up, just say you don't remember.
I don't remember.
So you have
That's
no
right, Karen.
independent
Keep your
recollection as
head
you
high.
sit here. The last time you talked to one of your best friends and your cousin about any subject.
No, I don't remember.
In preparation for your testimony, if you start to get stumped or nervous, just say, I don't remember.
Nope.
Nobody ever
Oh, you remember that though?
Mm-mm. No. No. Sorry.
You remember that
So
shit?
nobody ever informed you that you might get nervous on the witness stand. There might be tough questions. Easiest way to get out of that is just say, yeah, I don't recall.
No.
No?
So you just don't recall because your memory is that bad. You literally don't recall the last time you spoke with a cop.
Objection.
Ask that differently, Mr. Jackson.
Sure.
You just don't remember because you're stupid.
Your testimony is you were not instructed to say, I don't remember. You just literally don't remember.
Correct.
It's an issue with your memory,
Get
not
him,
an
Uncle.
instruction that you received.
Correct.
Right.
Wow.
But you do remember 2.5 years ago, you left 34 Fairview at 12:10.
We're working too.
a.m.
I mean, my man had to run across 3 lanes. We're working.
Did Mr. Lally, during this meeting that y'all had, did Mr. Lally show you anything items of evidence, photographs, videos, anything like that?
No.
Did you two talk about any evidence that you might see? Photographs, documents, videos?
Not that I remember.
He didn't show you the series of text messages between you and Miss McCabe, Allie?
I don't remember.
Appreciate the things
so you're not
that
saying
you
he
two do,
didn't.
you and
You're
James,
just saying
right?
again, you just don't remember.
Correct.
Okay. And this
Hey,
was,
man,
again,
what's
this
up,
was
guys?
just a month
Kevin
ago.
from South Boston.
Around a month. Correct.
Could have been sooner than a month.
Hey, man, what's up, guys?
Let me pass
Kevin
that a
from
different
South
way.
Boston.
Could have been more recently
Hey,
than a
man,
month.
what's up, guys? Kevin from South
I
Boston.
don't know.
I appreciate
Don't know
the
that
things
either.
that you two do, you and James, right?
Yeah, no.
Did decorated
So,
you.
Mr. Elliott, you have to answer yes or no, not just.
All right,
You
sorry.
wrong.
Where were you when this meeting a month ago took place?
At the DA's office on Shawmut Road.
Who contacted you to come to the DA's
You didn't
office?
forget that, though. I mean, come on, man.
I do not remember that.
You don't remember?
No.
Phone call from Mr. Lally, maybe?
I don't believe that I received a phone call. Maybe my lawyer did or my father, but I don't know. I don't believe I did.
Oh, you remember you have a lawyer.
Oh, look at him licking them lips.
The DA's office.
The clotopins are kicking in.
That would be a
Licking them
conversation
lips.
with your dad about your preparation for your testimony, correct?
I wouldn't say so, no.
You would categorize that as such.
No.
Okay. Because, of course, even though you went to the DA's office to meet Mr. Lally and a sergeant from the Massachusetts State Police to talk about your testimony, you didn't mention that to your dad.
No.
You didn't mention that to your mom.
No.
And when you got done with that meeting, Dad didn't ask you, how'd it go, son?
Nope.
Your mom didn't say, how was that meeting?
No.
How about this massive murder case?
Objection.
Just asked me to put some
Let me ask you this
pepperonis
way.
on the pizza.
Do you
You gonna let
consider
him-
this to be a high-profile murder case?
What?
Check.
Say it. Let him answer that.
Relevancy, ask it differently.
Ask
Man.
it
In
differently.
your mind, this is an important case, correct? Obviously.
Correct.
But according to you, it just never comes up in the Albert household.
No.
You were asked to look at a couple of text messages yesterday. It's a little bit like this.
Bro.
It's just wild, man. It's so wild what they let these people get away with on the stand. I mean,
How
You
is this gonna age well?
it's not going to age well. We both know this is not going to age well. And Colin, I mean, man, you know he was definitely coached. You know he was definitely told by his father that, you know, if anything you can't think of what to say, just say you don't remember. But he remembers certain things like the street, and it was at the DA's office, and those are things that you don't forget. Those are things like you don't forget when you just went to a DA's office and had to sit down to be questioned.
This dude just said, right? The biggest case in Massachusetts doesn't get talked about in his house. Oh, and by the way, right? It doesn't get talked in the house. And I knew the guy that died. I knew the police officer who died, right? And never got, that was your neighbor at the time. At the time, he was your neighbor and never got brought up. They never brought it up. He said, nope, never got brought up. It's important, but we don't talk about it. Why not? This is what I'm saying. Innocent people be like, yeah, we talk about it all the time. We go through it all the time. Like, how did this happen? And, why'd she do it? And like, that's what you would say.
Right. Yeah.
You wouldn't say, oh, social media and I don't have. That's a lie. You don't have social media. Why wouldn't a 18-year-old kid have social media in today's climate? Why would that be your answer? No, but I'm saying why. But he said he had no social media. Like, why would you say that?
It's a new normal for these kids. We grew up without social media. Like, we grew up beeper era. We just didn't grow up. We grew up yelling up to windows, "Yo, you coming out?" It was none of this social media.
Yeah, and that's what that. Of course, we all know that. The whole genre that's watching us know that. But what I'm saying is, why would he say that? Why would, like you said, like someone told him, "Nah, you don't have social media," Anytime they ask you something, nope, don't have it. Nope, didn't do it. Nope, don't talk about it. Why? Why wouldn't you? Why are you worried about? Here's the bottom line: the common sense. It's very easy, very simple. Why is somebody that has nothing to do with anything? Why would he be worrying about slipping up?
Right. When you tell the truth, you don't have to worry about a lot like telling, a lie coming up. You don't have to.
If you got a good memory with the truth, like you don't need a good memory to tell the truth.
Right.
If you're telling the truth, like my
There
birth
it
date
is.
is April 13th.
Right.
Like that's the truth. I don't
That's
have
true.
to. I don't have to think about that. So why like that? And how is this going to age? Like we just brought this little clip up. We've been jamming out. We had Karen Reed in the chat. It's Friday night, trying to loosen up a little bit, show the human side. Everybody listen to some songs. Everybody calm down because we're all going to be celebrating. But it's not going to age well, Colin. This is what you're up against when this comes back up and people replay it. And on top of that, we're going to even have more content because you're going back on the stand. You're going to be back up there again.
Right. But, they're going to make him look like such a baby up there. And they're already doing it.
But it's the same thing. It's like, perfect example. You got kids who show their money, right? On social media. Look at how much money I got. That's a hard act to follow.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? That's a hard act to follow because there's always someone with more money than you.
And not just that, he's aging. So that he's aging, he's aging the last couple of years. So now he's a little cocky, or he's a little, I do remember.
No, but it could be reversed. He might not be as cocky. He might have a little girlfriend. He might have a little life. He might have something going on. And now this is something that's the guy in the fucking
from earlier.
Yeah, he's leaving in an ambulance. But anyway, yeah. He called himself an ambulance. So the point is, let's just say on the side of he's got a girl, and now the girl wants to know, like, oh, you're going to trial for this thing? Like, and she starts asking him questions.
Right.
What are you going to do? You're going to answer that. What happens when you start answering them questions standoffish? And she starts picking up that you ain't telling the truth. Now what? Now you got to break up with her. You got to leave her. And now what? Like everything you do has to be in-house. Like your trust, your whole life is in shambles. You got to stay next to your dad at the pizza shop. It's like everywhere you go, you're living this life where you can't talk about it. And right now, you might be able to get away with it because Karen Reed hasn't got found innocent yet. But what happens when that happens? And everybody's like, hey, the girl that you said did it, she got found innocent, man. What's up with that? You know what I mean? And then the questions come back up. What happens? You know what I mean? So it's a very touchy thing. They got him right. They got him right next. They're right next to him, man. They got him close.
And that's a good question I just saw come up. Someone said, he says he don't have social media. Where the fuck all them videos coming from that he's posting pull up bitch?
100%. He's at that moment he didn't have social media maybe, and there like that's what I'm saying. 100%. He probably got social media. He's just trolling. He probably got a different
he's trolling them, right? And it's wild to say that he doesn't, especially in this generation.
It's impossible.
It's damn near impossible, right?
It's impossible. Why? Why not have social media?
Right.
Why not have social media? Why not talk on it? Why not be like, yeah, man, my dad talks about it all the time. John was cool. I knew John.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we talk about it. I can't believe we're in this mess. We can't believe how he died. I can't believe like the night I left there, he got found on the lawn the next day. Like shit, I didn't even see him. I went home and
that would be like something we talk about the rest of our lives, Jay. It's something like shit like that.
So how's it gonna age? That's what I'm saying. How are you gonna be that guy? Like this doesn't go away. And you're thinking, Colin, and so ain't you, Kevin. You're thinking if she gets found guilty and she gets locked up. Now, disclaimer, if that God forbid ever happened, there's way too much shit for appeals. So if she had to go in for 3 years and get an appeal, she's going to get back out on bail. There's way too much groundwork for her to get an appeal and get a bail back. So regardless if this goes into a mistrial or she gets found not guilty or she gets found guilty by some scumbag rigged jury, no matter what, in the next 36 months, she's going to be back out on the street again on bail. And it's going to start all over again. And the intensity level. So my point is, Kevin from South Boston and Colin, y'all need to step up and just, you was a juvenile when you did it. You may as well just go do the time now. You may as well stay, because it's inevitable. You're going to have to face this situation. It's not going away. And you're a Fed, the ATF, it's not going away. All your peers are looking at you like, man, Kevin, you said you didn't, you know what I mean? They looked at the waterfall video, the call, everything. They're going to be looking at you crazy. How are you going to look people in the face? And basically, everybody's going to want to know, how are you even going to live with this, Kevin? So you may as well just, like, regardless, people look at you as the person anyway, so you may as well just, man up and do this. It's not going away. It's not going to age well. Right now, life is moments. In this moment in time, you think you're doing the right thing. In this moment in time, you think you're doing the right thing. It's not going to age well, man. I'm telling you, right now you're in the moment and you got tunnel vision on what's going on. But in the long run, in the long game, you lose. There's no way you win in the long game. Hank Brennan, the guy you guys think is so great, he might turn on you.
Man. And you know what I was just thinking is, what if this guy, Kevin from South Boston, has gotten away with this? He might think this is another one he's going to get away with, but this is not one that you're going to get away with, my man. This is not even close. The other ones, the whole family, they've all been in some fucked up position to be in. But, man, it's not going to age well.
Man, you got to go up to listen, you're not going to do life in prison, Colin. If you're out there watching, you're not going to do life. You're going to do like 10 years, 12 years. They'll give you a deal. Hank Brennan will give you a deal right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hank is in charge. Hank will give you the sweetest deal there is.
Sweet deal.
If the feds ain't involved, Hank will give you a great deal. So you was worried about the feds before, right? Worrying that the feds are going to come in, hit you with some crazy charge, and the numbers were going to be bigger. Right now, Hank is on your side. You need to just go to Hank now. Because you don't know if Hank's going to be a special prosecutor after he takes his $200,000. He might take that $200,000, go back and practice. And Hank Brennan did interviews before. Hank Brennan's been on local TV. What if Hank Brennan starts talking and says, you know what? After thinking about the case and prosecuting the case, 3 years later, he starts talking about it. After thinking about it, I might have took that because, I needed money at the time. But, now that I think about it, I think that maybe, there is some shit that might have went on. I'm just paraphrasing. What happens? You can't trust Hank Brennan.
Nah, man.
Hank Brennan wanted Whitey to get on the stand, right? And so he could make it to where they would have to admit that he wasn't a rat.
Yeah.
And then somehow or another, underneath his watch, he got shipped out to a federal prison. Underneath his watch, in a federal prison in regular population at like 85 years old. He lasted
dangerous.
What, right?
Yeah, dangerous play. Yep.
One day.
That's what Hank Brennan's in it for. He went to that funeral because he knew he fucked up.
Fucked up.
And it's just like, I mean, here we are again.
He's not in this. We know for a fact, one thing we could say is Hank Brennan is not in this for the truth. He's in this for other reasons. That's just the bottom line. Hank Brennan, no matter how you look at him, no matter how you see it, he's not in it for the truth.
No.
He's not in to know what happened. If he wanted to know what happened, he'd bring Colin in the room and say, listen, if I was you, I would, you sure you don't know nothing? You know what I mean? You sure? If he's not looking for the truth. He's looking to beat a case. He's looking to get you guys off. but it's not going to age well. The same way Whitey went to that prison with the 24 hours, Whitey was dead. The same way that this case might go away, it might end in a mistrial, and or whatever it might be, or something might happen. She gets found out. It's not going away. No matter which way it swings, it's never going away. And Hank don't care. He's in it for the bag. He's in it for the contract, and he's out.
It's like
He don't give a fuck.
It's like you said about the business, Jay. The business on the streets is down, so his career is in the shitter. You know, so he's trying to grab the plunger and pull it out and go after Karen Reed. So after this is over, Hank, what are you gonna do then?
He's gonna be the guy who, you know, like, oh, he was a DA in Norfolk, and we've seen him, you know, be so slick. And so people who got open cases, people with money, like whatever it might be, like somebody gets a drunk driving case that got a bunch of money out of Stoughton. Let me hire Hank Brennan. I seen how much he was a savage with the Karen Reed case. He's just basically, like you said, he's adding to his bio, adding to his business card.
Yep.
You know, that's all he's in it for. He's not in it for the truth. So at the end of the day, he's going to flip flop on everybody. It's not going to age well.
Oh. Nah, I don't know. Blue Lies. She said Hank is going to sing like a bird once he gets paid. He's got that he kind of has that mob mentality, even though like everybody paints him as Pee Wee Herman. He has that mob mentality, like, because he was around Whitey for a little bit, and you know, he wanted to act like Whitey. He thinks he's Whitey.
He thinks he's Whitey, man.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna start singing. He's gonna keep his mouth shut because he knows he's doing crooked shit. He knows he's being a sneak and a snake. He knows all that. He's a slime ball. You know, I mean, disclaimer, Hank, you ain't a slime ball. We like you. This is all entertainment.
It's all entertainment. We love you, Hank. You made all this shit up, buddy.
Made it all up.
The bottom line, it's not going to age well. It's not going to, no matter how you look at it, Kevin from South Boston. You want to call us right now. Phone lines are open. Phone lines are open. Phone lines are open, people. You want to talk to JFK and James, phone lines are open. That's the bottom line. It's not going to age well. Like, it's not going away. That testimony is law. That shit is on YouTube forever. And we're going to get more content and more content. There's nothing you guys can say why an 18-year-old kid is lying on the stand. I don't remember this. I don't remember that. We don't talk about it. And we haven't even scratched the surface with you yet, Colin. We're going to keep coming at you next.
So you better build a social media if you don't have one.
Oh, yeah, we're coming right at you, Colin. What are you going to do? Like, there's nothing you could do. You're that guy. You're that kid. What happens when the adult tells you, like, listen, man, they put you in the middle of this? What happens when your conscience kicks in? What happens when you really think about what happened? You know what I mean? Because right now, your father and your uncle and good old Kevin from South Boston, they're just old farts, man. Basically, disclaimer, they're old. They don't want to go to jail. They got too much to lose. They're police officers. They don't want to go behind the walls. At the end of the day, my man, either way, you're going to pay for this, and they might not, because they might not be here in 10, 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you think for 1 minute someone ain't going to open this case up down the line, this case, I mean, it's got too much legs to it. If you
wait,
and it's, you know what I mean? So it's like there's no way it's going to age where, oh, Colin didn't know nothing and Karen just hit him, and that's what happened. That's never going to happen. It's always going to be all eyes on you, and you're going to have to defend it. You're going to have to act like it doesn't bother you. You're going to have to deal with that. And what happens when you have kids, my man?
Right. Now your kids is going to get harassed.
And that's not too down the road. You're 18, 10 years, like 5 years from now. You get with a girl, you knock her up, you have kids with her. Now what? You got these people, hey, that's that guy calling. No matter where you go, no matter where, your last name is Albert, my man. There's no running from it. It's on the internet. You got up on the stand. You need to nip this in the butt now. Go to Hank, make a deal. Get out of there in 7, 8 years. Come home when you're close to 30 years old, whatever. Start over. Put it behind you. That's it. Who gives a fuck about your uncle and your dad? It is what it is. They got to deal with what they got to deal with. They already lived their life. You're not going to be able to live a life because as soon as your life starts living and you start living your life, this could come in and take you right out. The day of your kid's birth, boom, they come in and cuff you. Or karma comes for you.
Damn shame. Best day of your life, man. You don't want to miss that. I'll tell you that. That was the best day of my life watching my kid's birth. And that's where karma will kick in. Something like that will happen to him, Jay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. The phone line's open. I'm going to go use the men's room real fast.
Do you do?
Be right back.
Yeah. They won't be protected here in Maine. Nah, hell no. They ain't going to be protected nowhere.
He then texted your wife, Brian Albert, and Nicole Albert, quote, tell them the guy never went in the house, correct?
Yeah, that's part of the same text. Yes.
Mr. McCabe, who was the guy that
You're
you
live
were
with
referring
JFK.
to?
What's
Does
up?
he have a name?
You're live with JFK.
What up, what up?
Who's this?
What up? It's Kevy.
What up, Kevy Kev? What's happening?
Not much, man.
What's happening, brother? What you want to talk about, my man?
Man, I'll tell you, you guys, you brought up this Colin thing, man, and, right from the get, like when she was getting, hemmed up in the state police barracks, she mentioned Colin's name,
Yes, she did.
I believe that Karen, right off the rip, she felt as though, maybe that ride over there, they knew Colin was there, and, she knows that there's bad blood between John and Colin,
Right. Possible.
A lot of shit got started. A lot of shit got started between them two. There was some history between them two.
There's
And
just it's just no way someone gets on the stand like that and just lies like for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, to think about it, that's all family. They're gonna try to protect that kid.
For what though?
Because he fucked up. He might have fucked up, man. He might have.
Yeah, but I'm saying, the worst. Right now, okay, I'm saying if you really look at it from that perception, right? Right now, the feds are allegedly not involved, right? Right. So if they're not involved, the feds, and the DA is Morrissey, you can go make a deal with them, man. He'd probably get committed to DYS until he was 21, and he'd probably go upstate for like 5 years after. He did it when he was a juvenile. Like, by science, his brain wasn't even old enough yet. You know what I mean? You can't give him life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so if he's the one that did the death blow, like this could be a way out for him. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't understand like why they would want to keep this lie up. It's never gonna go away, like regardless of what happens.
No, I mean, like when you think about the case, the way it was presented, like, people wondering, like, was Colin there? They were trying to hide that whole situation. They tried to hide the whole situation with, how he got picked up by the cousin and driven around, and
they don't want that. They don't want that look. They don't want to make it look like they're bad parents. They don't want to make it look like they would do something like that. They don't want to make it look like they're, but this is their only way out. And right now it's the perfect way just to quietly put this to bed. I mean, if that's my opinion, if it was me, right? Kevin from South Boston, if you're watching, Colin, if you're watching, Big Bad Brian A. If it was me, I would go to Hank and try to make a deal right now. Because if Hank's the one that's going to make the deal, then you're going to get a sweet deal.
Yeah, he wants the W. I mean, he wants to finish this shit. You know what I mean?
But it's going to be finished. It's going to be finished for, he wants the show, man. He got a stage to rock on. He was missing it. He got a big stage. He's in it for that. He's in it for the clout. He's not in it for the truth or in it for them. So either way, Hank is not in it for them, and he's not in it for Karen. He's in it for himself. So no matter how this goes, I mean, they're thinking Hank is working for them, right? Oh, if we get her found guilty, we're good. No. you're still not good. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, that's not going to change anything. That's not going to change any of our minds, right? Am I right? Am I bugging?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
You know? So, I don't know.
It's a it's a tough. I mean, that's a tough call because I mean, he just his name was brought up. That when you think about the I mean, I'm just thinking about what she said. You know what I mean? When you guys mentioned his name, and I mean, there's a lot to do with Higgins, and I mean, this could be a situation where he was there. You know what I mean? He's there celebrating his little cousin or his little brother's birthday. I mean, his little cousin's birthday. He's popping in. I mean, he's already been drinking with his buddies. He's trying to go there and crash the shit. I mean, I mean, it's just he was put there. You know what I'm saying?
He was there, man. I get it. He was there, and I get all that. He was there, and shit went down. But I think when you really think about it, when you really put it into perspective, they were so standoffish because they thought the feds were involved, right? Once the feds came in, everything was like, be quiet, don't say a word, because Brian A's a cop, and the feds could give you bigger numbers. They're different than the state. But if the feds ain't involved no more, isn't the play right now, if they were going to do anything, wouldn't the play be like, let's make a deal now? I mean, you got to just suck it all up and say, this is what happened. Because even if Hank Brennan, the clout chaser, soundbite Hank, gets and Karen walks not guilty, or there's another how about this question? If Hank gets a mistrial, it goes into another mistrial, next trials, does Hank come back? Do they hire him again?
Oof. I don't know. I mean, I think they're hoping he's going to perform.
No, I'm asking it, but if it's a mistrial, do they bring him back?
Yeah, I would say so.
What do you think, James?
Yeah, I would think so. Who are they gonna bring in? Lally? I just got here, but I see somebody saying wrong. JFK Alberts will never send Jumi. If you want to see, Alberts will never send their own son to prison or take the rap for anything. What parent would? Well, I think they would.
I mean, he's the juvenile. It's a way out for everybody. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying it's never gonna go away. Let me hold on one second, Kevin.
Call from Beth.
What up, Beth?
What up?
How you doing, Beth? Can you hold on one
Who's
second?
going to bring in Lally? Oh, yeah.
Can you hold on? Can you hold on one second?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Hey, Kev.
Yeah.
You got anything to say in closing?
I'll tell you, man. I feel like that family's kind of like spoon fed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got a family of cops. Nobody's used to getting in trouble. Everybody's looking to get shit fixed. I think there's a lot of fuckery going on with that whole fucking situation. They're all spoon fed. They ain't street. They ain't had no fucking troubles. They get walked through everything. You know what I'm saying?
I could dig
fucking
it.
He's fat, always full. You know what I mean? A lot of presents under the tree. You know what I mean, dude? Just a different cloth, man.
Indeed. I don't know though. It's never gonna go away though. It's got too much legs on. It's only gonna intensify. It's not going away. The case is it's never going away. Never.
No.
Like you know what I mean? No matter which way it plays out, it's never going away for them. So now what? You're gonna just, you know what I mean? You're gonna continue you're gonna put all your eggs on. I mean, all your chips on Colin. You think he's gonna be able to maintain that for the next? Come on, sooner or later something's gonna come out, man. You may, and that's what I'm saying. You may as well make the deal now. Well, Morrissey's in office and Hank's there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I just think that they're trying. I think they're trying to like, you know, I mean, I don't know. He you know, he's got, you know, he don't really seem like the kid's all there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He is
right
one
now,
that
right now he ain't. But time
no.
will tell. Kevin, I'm gonna jump on with the next phone call. All right, man, and we'll see you next flight, my brother.
Good, sounds good.
Peace and love,
All
my
right,
brother.
Kev, peace.
Beth.
Hello.
What's up, Beth? How you doing? Sorry to keep you on hold. Kevy Kev, peace to Kevy Kev. Peace signs up for Kevy Kev. We'll get him on the next flight. What's up, Beth? What you want to talk about?
That whole music was so tight.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, so I have so much to say. I feel like it's so funny that we just call Higgins Kevin now.
Nice.
Isn't
And yeah, I really appreciate what you guys do. No, I'm just joking. I appreciate what you're saying, like to call in, and like the move is to turn themselves in. But I just know, like, Colin has his entire life influenced by these people. His dad holds public office and probably has
Seaside.
some kind of, like, I feel like the way that it works in that town is like everyone has some kind of dirt on each other, like all the way up to Morrissey. And there might even be something between like Morrissey and Hank. Well, probably not that far. But I feel like he has his entire life and his family telling him what to do, and it's the opposite of what you're telling him to do. And those
Right, but
people,
sooner or later, you got to live your own life.
yeah, but does he look like someone who would live his own life?
But
Like,
what happens when you catch a court case? What happens when you get with a girl inside bed, or you're hanging out with a group of new friends, or you move somewhere else? What happens when you slip it out? What happens when you say something about it? There's no way. Right now they got him in the kennel. Right now they got him at D&E Pizza in the back. He's living in the fucking refrigerator. You know what I mean? They got him on lockdown, man. They got him, you know what I mean? Everywhere he goes, his dad's
Yeah.
right there. They got him. They sold him this thing. As soon as he's found guilty, son, everything's good. Everything's good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
She's gonna get found guilty and
Yeah.
everything's fine. That doesn't matter. Even if she, and I don't want to say that because I don't like saying that word about her. But if that was the case, that still doesn't mean this shit's going away. It's not. It's just going to intensify even more. And then he got to go back on the stand and do another performance. He's going to do that same performance. So he's going to do that same performance. I don't remember. Now he doesn't remember nothing Hank Brennan told him. Because he didn't remember. He didn't remember shit Lally said. He's going to say, I don't remember nothing Hank told me.
I mean, like, I hope for the best and everything, but just logically, I think that they're never going to turn themselves in. And hopefully, you know, Karen gets acquitted.
So you're
this
telling
time
me
around.
you're telling me in 10 years from now, if Colin, so let me ask you this. So you got faith in Colin 10 years down the road, he's never going to slip up. Whatever happens, whether she she gets found not guilty, this all goes away. If she gets found not guilty, a cold case, he's not, you got faith in Colin, never, that the same guy who said pull up bitch, the same dude on social media, you mean that dude is never going to slip up down the road somewhere?
No, I'm not saying that. I know he, you know, there's possibility of that later. I'm just saying that there's like a 1% chance he would turn himself in, or anyone would turn himself in right now or in the next like year.
Yeah, I know that.
That's what
I get that. I agree with that. I don't think, and that's what I'm saying. They got tunnel vision. They're just looking at this case in the right now. But that's not the way to look at it. You got to look at it for the next 10 years. You got in the subject. What I said is how this is going to age down the line. Down the line, no matter where you go to the Celtics game in Boston. Hey, there goes that dude Colin Albert, right? No matter what, you know what I mean? The movie comes out. Someone's going to play Colin. Like it's just a lot. It's a lot to have on your You know what I mean? This is a big case. It's only going to get bigger, man. It's only going to amplify. That's just my opinion.
Especially being
Oh
that
yeah,
young.
no, you're right. It's gonna build and stack, but time has to do time's job. So like right now, Colin's like, whatever, I got to get through tomorrow or whatever, and like, yeah, but you're planting the seed. You know, bottom line, you're planting the seed and you're telling the future. It's just, yeah, I just don't see it happening until time does what time does, right?
That's a great point.
So, what else?
You tell me, Beth. What else you want to talk about?
I feel like I have so much, but one thing I was thinking about recently was if she went 28 miles an hour in reverse and Brian Higgins' truck was by the mailbox, how did she not hit his truck? And, you know?
Because she
Like,
didn't
that's
do
the
that.
first point. If you're 28 miles an hour in reverse and you slam on your brakes, you're hitting Brian Higgins' truck. Like, John's body was found like 10 feet from that.
Sam M just said 24, not 28. Whoa, calm the fuck down, Samantha. It's all right. It's 4 miles per hour. Calm down. Settle down.
Well, are we sure it's 24? Because I
Hey,
thought
listen,
it was
Beth.
28.
Beth.
Is it 24?
Beth, calm down.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's only 4
Is
miles.
it 24? Okay. And
Hey.
then Turtle Boy got up to like 22 or something. But if you watch that video, it's
calm
fucking
down.
fast to go in reverse. And if you slam on your brakes and the ground's rock hard, just not, but you know, the ground got snow on it. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I know it doesn't matter at this point because there's like a million things wrong.
Luna just jumped in this conversation.
Yeah,
Who?
she's heated.
Luna, his dog is growling.
Tell her.
Oh shit.
Tell her, Luna.
Nah, you're right. No matter what, 20, it'd be messy, man. It's messy. Going 24 miles per hour in reverse or 28, whatever, it doesn't even matter. Anything over 15, 20, it's messy.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this one is going hard for Colin. Hold up.
Yeah.
No
and
parent
who wrote
is gonna
that
do their
song-
kids
who
that
wrote
way.
Funny song about you
This
guys,
kid
like
kisses
the
his
waterfall
parents
video and
goodnight
We're
every
Boston
night.
Song. Do you know which one I'm talking about? You play it.
Hold on one second, Beth. I'm gonna get right back. Hold on 1 second.
Call from
Wayne.
Who's this?
Wayne.
Wayne, what up, Wayne? Where you calling from?
What's going on?
What's going on?
From Mass. Calling from Mass.
Calling from Mass, yeah?
Yeah.
Calling restricted. What's up, man?
Nothing. I just want to talk about. Am I on right now?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay. No. I just want to talk about how the reason why like Canon and these people are fighting so hard is because she's involved in it, and if these people, like the guy who investigated the Sandra Birchmore thing, he said, "Oh, I didn't find any text messages. There was like 10,000 messages." He's the same one that's in Karen's case. So these people, like, they're all involved, and if they were to be arrested, which there's a very good chance they still could be, then all of these cases, like, think of all the cases Brian Albert was involved in, all the cases that, what's that guy's name? But
Proctor.
Yeah, so Proctor's cases, all these guys' cases, and you know it, you know what I mean? Because I've done time back in the day, and so these guys are going to be able to flip their cases. We're literally talking about thousands of cases. So that's why that's why literally thousands. That's why Bev and these people are fighting so hard. But let me tell you, you guys could Google this. There was an entire police force in Alabama that was arrested, and there's a woman in the White House that's I think she's the press secretary. And Massachusetts is kind of putting a target on its back with just their, they had Mayor Wu down there and in Washington. So even though they say, you know, someone told me the Fed case, Brennan's like, the Fed case is over. But that's not necessarily true, because they just on like January 20th, which was like last month, basically, I think it was the 20th, the defense, Karen's lawyers, got a letter from the feds, and the feds hired ARCA. So it's not about what people talk about. It's about what you do. They hired ARCA, so they're already showing you with their actions they're on Karen's side.
I agree.
So it's just, you know, there's definitely light at the end of this tunnel, and the more that Canone and these people try to do like just the shady fuckery stuff that they're doing, like not allowing, the new lawyer in, and just all this stuff, her blatant attitude, the shaking, you know what I mean? How many life sentences has Bev Canone handed down? You know, was she shaking? No, I don't know, but was she shaking when, you know what I mean, when she's handing down life sentences? You shouldn't be, as a judge, like take away all the names out of it. You shouldn't be so emotionally involved that you're shaking when you're doing a ruling. You shouldn't be shaking. And she was shaking for nothing. She was doing the Harlem Shake for nothing.
Hold on a minute.
She's doing the house.
Doing the Harlem Shake.
Oh, fuck! We got a lot more days. Oh, shit.
She's out there doing the Harlem Shake. You know what I mean?
Pause if necessary.
I'm in the B-52 bomber.
Absolutely.
This is Bruce Wayne too. This is Bruce Wayne. I'm always in the comments.
Oh, yeah, I see you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm always in the comments. Always stirring it up. Always, you know, just speaking the truth. And love what you and James.
You're absolutely right, though. They would have to flip so many cases.
Yeah, so that's the reason why. And you know, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll try to distract you with different things. They'll just throw a whole bunch of stuff out there for the distraction. But, you know, in all reality, they're just trying to protect, you know, there's ramifications. It's like they're kind of like they're in a hard spot, but the more they try to hide it and like do things to try to impede Karen, the more light gets shined on the tunnel. This case is going to this case might be the biggest case in all United States right now. It's that huge. It's going that mainstream. There's going to be no hiding it. And like I said before,
and that's my point. That's my point.
Yeah.
How's it going to age? It's like there's just no way. It's like they got tunnel vision on what they're trying to do in the next 3 months, whether she gets found not guilty or not. But it's like whether she gets found guilty, whether it's another mistrial, like you said, it's just going to keep building and building and building. So, I mean, at this point, man, like I said, Colin was a juvenile, man. So if anybody's watching, the kid was a juvenile and Hank Brennan's the DA. Maybe you want to make that deal now, because like my man Wayne said, they're going to come in and they're going to arrest everybody. And then guess what? All cases are going to get flipped.
Well, and see, so there are good police, you know, obviously we have to point out the bad law enforcement, but there's really, really good, honest law enforcement. You know what I mean? Involved, you know, in some of these departments, and they're not. And when literally, like in Alabama, like I said, they just arrested like a whole police department, like arrested a bunch of officers, and then you know indicted and put them. You know, these things happen, and it's not the first time it's been done. So the good officers are going to come forward, and people like you know within that family, like I guess they're trying to trash Higgins now. They're trying to. You know, some of these people on the McAlbert side, someone's going to come out and say the truth because, you know, that's just how it goes in these situations.
Absolutely, Wayne, man. I appreciate your call, brother. Call back anytime, man.
Yes, sir. All right. I appreciate you guys. All right. I'm bailing out. Give me the parachute. I'm out of here.
All right, brother. Peace and love. Nice.
Yes.
Beth, you still there?
Yeah.
Sorry, Beth. You took that phone call. We didn't mean to leave you on hold like that. We had to take that because it was another restricted call, and we don't know who's calling us sometimes. I'm sorry having you on hold that long, Beth.
Oh, I don't care. I'm just painting.
Oh, you just paint? Oh, that's awesome, Beth. What are you painting?
Where?
I said, what are you painting?
Oh, I'm painting, like looking inside of a room, and there's like flowers and a
Down
mirror.
from day one. Welcome to Death Row.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, thank you.
You're welcome,
So I messaged you
When?
Oh, God.
IG.
On IG? Oh, okay, Beth. Hold on a minute. Hold on. You gotta take this back up to 39 feet. Hit him with a chairs. Here we go.
Damn, Beth, you know it.
Beth, you need to calm the fuck down. We got turbulence in the shit. Turbulence on the
Does everyone think I'm a slut? It's not like that. I just think we're supposed to be friends.
No. You're friends. You're friends. Calm down. No
Everyone,
one do that.
calm the fuck
Oh,
down.
Hold on a minute.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Holy shit. I gotta put the shades back on for that one.
You
I gotta take a
fucking
woo.
parachutes on, guys. Oh shit.
Am I not supposed to do that?
Nah, it's
No,
all
you-
good. It's all good. We're just joking.
So, if you look at it later.
Look at what? Hold on a minute. I can't look. That's not appropriate. Oh, come on, let's fuck down. I gotta take it back up to 39,000. Hold on a minute. Holy shit, James.
Shit, James.
Wow, it doesn't take much these days. Everyone's done it.
It doesn't take much.
Okay.
I'm well. Oh, shit.
I'm well, Beth.
Go ahead, Beth. What? Hold on. I gotta take it back up.
Yeah, right.
No, that's not. That's no. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're just joking with you. I'm just joking.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. We play with everybody on the phone calls. Nah, no question.
What
So anyway,
happened?
when I look at what am I looking at?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, it's not my name, so it's a blue sky and clouds.
Okay, no worries.
If you look at my message, but
I didn't mean to.
anxiety.
I didn't mean to embarrass you or nothing like that or disrespect you because you've been a long time caller. I just joke around with callers. That's all. You know how I do it.
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all here for entertainment.
Yeah, it's all entertainment.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you hitting me up. We could talk in the talk on IG.
DMs, you know, it's no problem.
Yeah, and just I have flight anxiety, so it's nothing personal. I always have flight anxiety, so they let me into the cockpit before the flight.
Holy shit!
Yeah, Beth, you bring this shit
Hold on a minute.
My man's trying to fly the plane.
Oh shit! No. Woo! Oh man!
Forget.
Wow, Beth. They let you in the cockpit, huh?
Yeah, they always let me in there. Meet the pilots.
Listen,
I know.
welcome
I'm
in
just
this.
being
Hold on,
silly
you're welcome in this
tonight.
cockpit anytime.
It
I
was
mean,
so good to see.
I meant the plane.
It was
Just
so good to
plane,
see
but
Karen in the chat earlier. I love her so much, and just like solidarity, and I feel so bad.
Yeah, it's
But
tough.
I love her,
Yeah,
and
definitely. I'm glad that she jumped in because we had like 5 fake Karen Reeds. So like here we are, like that's the fake Karen Reed. And it's the real Karen Reed. It's crazy because we have so much of that shit on this phone, man. On these calls, it's fucking wild. And shit.
yeah.
But anything else you want to say in closing about the better roll not being accepted, the motions? What do you think about the motion to dismiss? You think they're gonna? I mean, What do you think about that?
I mean, we're all hopeless at this point. There's no way that Bev's gonna let it go, and but it's a good motion, and these people are smart, and the Commonwealth just has to play dirty all the time. It's really disgusting, and but this is this is historic. This is really important, and I feel like people are going to be talking about this for probably hundreds of years.
Right.
So that's why I feel like she's a modern day Joan of Arc, because she's taking the brunt of all of this that we've been trying to, move forward for hundreds of years. And yeah, I don't know. Just got her back. Love Karen. Love what you guys are doing. Glad you're here. And that's just the beautiful thing about tragedy.
You said you hit me up on IG?
Yeah.
Or on Facebook?
IG.
What, and J.F.K. Showoff?
Yeah.
Why don't I see it? Did you follow me or did you inbox me?
I think I'm following you, and then it's going to be like under your request, so it's not
message request.
I don't know if it says like request at the top of your messages, because I don't think you let people message you directly that you're not following.
How do you know, Beth?
It's going to be a blue sky, and don't dox me.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm looking for it. I don't see it.
You think we are doxing?
We don't do that.
And free Tory Lane.
I'll message you again later. And
Yeah. And we'll take it from there, man. We'll chop it up. We'll chop it up from there.
Nicole Carroll coming in hot.
All right, Beth.
Well, have a good night and flight. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you, Beth, man, for the laugh. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Beth.
Thank you.
Peace and love. Beth, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Beth was wilding out, man. Great phone call. Great phone call. Free Karen Reed and free Tory Lanez. Wow. Tory Lanez, huh? Holy shit.
From
Marco.
Here we go. Marco, what's up?
Oh shit, my dog's going nuts. He thinks I'm freaking up. Hey, listen, I got Tucker.
Turn.
You guys, hold on a second. I got to turn down my fuck. All right. Anyways, you played some great music. I heard Aim talking about Love Van Halen. Some play. What else? A few. But hey, I gotta ask you guys, because you pointed this out the other day, and I thought it was freaking hilarious because I caught it too. When Karen turned to Hank, I don't know if she turned to Hank or to her brother, but she gave him a little stare down. And the daggers came out. But Hank looked straight at her, and there was a moment of silence, and I was like, holy shit. But, I was wondering, I've never been to court, but they got to have metal detectors, right? Because can she get if she can sneak in, a shank or something, she would have cut his eyeballs.
Hold on a minute, you're fucking wilding out, buddy. I gotta hit you with the. I ain't gonna stab nobody, Marco. Calm the fuck down. Damn, Marco. God damn, man.
No, but you picked up on that, and I don't think a lot of people did. But when I saw that, I was like, holy shit. That stare down was lethal for both ends. She hates Hank. She fucking despises Hank.
I mean, I think it's kind of. I mean, I've been in that position, man, and I don't think the DA should. I think the DA should just do his job, man, and not worrying about staring down a woman. At the end of the day, you're a man staring down a woman. Like that does that make you a tough guy?
Well, no, I think it's different in court. I think they kind of get a pass. Well, it should never be, different.
Right.
But Hank is passionate. Why is he even involved in this case? He must have reached out and said, "Hey, listen,
Marco, you know why he's
involved
involved in this case? He's involved in this case because his fucking his marblehead practice. He's getting evicted. He can't afford the $4,500 a month. The drug dealers are snitching on each other. People are dying from fentanyl. Dudes are getting murder cases for selling fentanyl. He started in the opiate epidemic when it was OCs and Oxycontin, and people were crushing up pills, but they weren't dying every 5 fucking minutes. So the drug game is dead. He ain't making no money. He's a defense attorney. He can't get that money no more. He took so much drug money and fucked up money from people because he's in Essex County. He was in Essex County. I know this for a fact, bro. This is fact.
But I disagree. But you got to admit,
you can disagree. You can disagree. But this is a reason.
That's fine.
Where else is he going to get the money from? You're telling me the crime in the streets? He wants $500 an hour. What's going on in the crime in the streets? The kids with the guns, with the mandatory gun laws out here, 18 months mandatory, there's no way they can fight an 18-month mandatory gun case. If you get caught in Massachusetts with a gun, with a switch on it, with 30 bullets in it, right? That's 18 months mandatory no matter what. So you can't even fight that. You're getting 18 months mandatory. You can't even fight it. So someone's going to pay this guy $500 an hour when no matter what, they're getting 18 months mandatory. And mind you, Marco, let's just say it was you that got caught with the gun and you never been arrested. You're still getting 18 months mandatory. It doesn't matter if you had a record or you didn't have a record. So my point is there's no money in the streets. He's a defense attorney. That's how he makes his money. So they came to him with a bag of money and he took it. That's all this is, Marco. At the end of the day, trust me on that. Trust me on that.
I'm not eating Oreos. I'm eating ham. It's past midnight. I think it's good.
What the fuck are you doing?
Trying to get indicted
on a Friday.
God damn, bro.
Is it Saturday?
Yeah, I think so. It's one of these.
It's Saturday.
Close enough. I'm starving. Anyways, good show. I freaking love you guys. I really do, because you mentioned something about, and I'm going to be honest with you. You mentioned something about reasonable doubt. Right. And if I was Karen, she's got to go that route, because everyone was saying the feds are going to come in. Well, just wait. The feds are going to come in. All these cops are corrupt. The feds are coming. And Turtle Boy, even when, it was announced, Turtle Boy's like, no, I get inside information. It ain't over. They're still investigating. The news is reporting it. The guy from Fox 25, who's a big fan of Karen, he's reported, Ted Daniel. But
big fan
didn't come back. So once that was a huge moment. So I really think go back to the first trial. Not a single one of the jurors believed the third party culprit. Not a single one. They said we believe the Alberts and the McCabe's.
But they also didn't see that waterfall video though either.
Right.
I got to see what you guys see in that, because.
So you don't see that? You don't see that? What do you think?
I don't. I think they're just fucking around with each other. They're like, hey, let's, because
I get it, Jay. No, I get it.
That's what we do. Let's go there. Let's go. You have 10 beers for me. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, let me grab your ass.
If you're gonna beat the shit out of somebody,
no.
Why would you put that on a video camera half an hour before you do it?
But hold on. Did you see Chris grab his arm? Why did Chris grab his arm and tell him to chill? Let me say this, Michael. If
you've never
Chris,
done that in a bar before,
no, I didn't grab my boy's arm and tell him to calm the fuck down and say, "What are you doing?" And keep in mind, hold on a minute, Michael, you're taking away the point. At the end of the day, he texted him at 11:30. Text Karen 11:32. I'm well, and he was talking to the dude he was talking to's girlfriend. So you mean to tell me? Let me ask you this. If a guy is talking to their friend's girlfriend, can that end up in a fight? Can you fight over that? If someone was talking to your girl, if I was your friend and I was talking to your girl behind your back, would you be mad at me?
I hear your point. I get it. I respect where you come from. I get it.
And listen, and keep in mind, Higgins, right? And listen, Michael, I'm gonna be fair with you, man, because you're being cool tonight, man. Maybe you lightened up a little bit. Usually calling wilding the fuck out. But here's the thing. Higgins said on the stand, I never said goodbye to anyone. So we'll see when he gets back on the stand when he speaks to that. It's going to be interesting. I'll leave it at
now.
that.
Higgins worked for the FBI, right? DEA or something or other. He was in the federal.
He's an ATF agent.
ATF agent. So, do you think it goes even deeper than that? That the feds investigated this, but he's got ties to the feds. So maybe the CIA got to look into this. I mean, how deep do you want to go?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not going there. You know what I'm saying?
I heard. Who's that guy from the guy from the Gulf? I haven't heard. Sean from the Gulf.
Yeah, he's in a stolen car, stolen Fiero, fucking driving down the Haunt Beach, driving down the Fellsway.
You heard his theory though.
Yeah,
George Soros is behind all of this.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has theories. At the end of the day, there's enough reasonable doubt for Karen to walk, and when it does, we'll see how this shit ages, man. We'll see how. That was my whole point of tonight's thing. Let's see how all this ages, man.
No, I did see. I missed bits and pieces. But I heard Karen was in the chat. Was it the real Karen?
Yeah.
All right. Nah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Nah, don't tell him that.
All right. Well, she's got to go with the reasonable doubt. If she wants to get out, it's reasonable doubt. Yeah. Like John.
That's what it is. You see what I mean, Jay? Now he likes Karen because she was in the chat.
All right, guys.
All right, man, Marco. All right, thank you,
Hey,
brother.
have a
I'll
good
talk to
night.
you soon. All right, peace.
Peace.
All right, Marco.
Hey, man. Here's the thing, James.
Right.
Marco is on the other side, right? But he's coming over here tonight, and he says he loves us. And what's today? March 8th of 2025.
Hey,
Marco,
hold up. Let me just say one disclaimer. Who also said he likes us and loves us? Kevin himself, Boston.
He appreciates us.
He appreciates us. But you know.
But we also had Mark ST in the chat, and he says, I don't think it was Brian H that did anything because he's not built like that. Damn, Kevin from South Boston. Mark
You're not
ST
even built like that, man.
You're not built like that, he said. And Mark ST, let me say it again, Kevin from South Boston. Mark ST with 2 lower cases, and that's on purpose. And that's on purpose. You know who we're talking about. He thinks you're a pussy.
Where from?
Drea.
Drea. Drea. What's up, Drea?
How are you?
We're good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
So I heard. All right. So I was on the replay for the Sharon phone call. Now before you say anything, I have enough sense of you from being a follower from out of the gate that you get fired up and then you let it go and you turn the other cheek. That said, to both you, JFK, and James, it's not okay. What she did is not okay. You are one of the most compassionate, both of you, loving, understanding, and on a few levels here. First of all, who is she to mock anyone's interest with rap or anything else? I mean, like I said, I commented on your, I don't know what, but my passion, my hobby, I'm in with 18-year-olds. So because you get to a certain age, you're not supposed to do your craft.
Right.
So that was ridiculous. She was rude. She was mean-spirited. And I think you both deserve your followers to put people like that in their place. She sucks. She needs to get a life. And it was uncalled for. And I really just want to speak to that because you've been nothing but gracious to your followers, humble, kind, and a warrior for Karen Reed.
True. I appreciate that. That's some awesome words. I appreciate that.
Some strong
Well,
words.
I mean it.
I appreciate it.
If I were, I pride myself in being a lady, but women like that make me want to throw down.
Well, she got issues, man. God bless her. She's looking down the bottle of an empty pill bottle. She's taking Xanax. She's in denial. Denial aisle is a tough aisle, especially when you got an EBT card and you're grabbing lemon donuts in Market Basket. That's a tough one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's an angry woman for sure.
Yeah, she's
For
mad.
sure.
They didn't have lemon donuts and she's pissed. But and I'm just making a joke on it, but I mean, that doesn't bother me when someone says that because, like I said, I got a backstory, and I didn't just pop up out of the woodwork the way she wants to describe it. Oh, James and J.F.K. just popped out of the woodwork. That's not true. And if she would have did her due diligence, she would have understood that, and maybe she wouldn't have came at us that way. But that's what she thought. And the bigger question is the very next day, Drea. I don't know if you know, but on the Karen Reed, let me ask you this: on the Karen Reed Facebook group, they actually let one of her posts come in. So her name is Tracy. Her name is Tracy, Her last name's on there. I could say her last name because she already put herself out there, but I'll just leave it at Tracy. She lied and said her name was Sharon. Her name ain't Sharon. Come to find out later, she has a sister named Sharon, but she lied and said she was this woman named Sharon Harvey, which is which is insane because it's a whole different person from South Boston. Because I got friends in South Boston and family, and they actually know the real Sharon Harvey. So Tracy actually called on her husband's. She must have took about fucking 5 blue Xanax. She was twisted. And she called. What she doesn't understand is she must have thought she called restricted or something, but she called on her husband's main landline. It comes back to her husband's name. So the very next day, she goes into the Facebook group and she tries to go crazy on me there. And you know what? It was even worse there because they let it in. They accepted it. And she tried to like say things like, oh, he only got this many subs on this up to this date and that date. And, you know, and it's funny because like with my music on my Spotify, like just like people don't really, some people are not in the know about Spotify or Apple Music and things like that. But she was trying to attack my music career. And on my Spotify, just to be clear, I probably get about 15,000 listeners daily, you know, on Spotify. So, and yearly, I probably get close to almost 1 million streams a year off my shit. So, I mean, there's so many different platforms. I can't control every platform. And she was trying to make it about that. But it let me down because one of the mods let her come in with this shit. I don't know who the mod is. To this day, I would like to ask Nick Rocco who let that bullshit in. And that's the problem. You know, we got these people who have issues looking for sympathy. And like I said, what I wrote something on my Facebook and on my YouTube. If she's quick to turn on me and quick to act like that to me, what happens when the pill bottle gets empty and the Karen Reed case gets stale? You know what happens then? Delusional accountability, and then she'll flip and she'll be against Karen. So that's exactly who she is.
Yeah, but to another point, JFK, and Turtle Boy said it awesome one night. Why do people feel like they can speak to what we all do with our money?
Right.
So let me go on with that. So there, as you know, there have been times I've been able to be generous, less generous, and do nothing. Okay? That is not up to anyone else to say, hey, what are you doing with the money? If I want to give you money, that's my choice. And I don't care if you go to Burger King and buy fucking 50 hamburgers. Like, I don't care.
Nice.
Once it's out of my hands to you, that's a gift, period.
Right. Period.
So I don't need people telling me or any of your fans, like, what to do with our money.
Right. I agree.
Some people just do that.
I love you both, and I want to hang up and let the next caller. I just want to give my support.
I appreciate that. That's an awesome words, and I appreciate everything you said. Thank you so much.
All right, you guys take care.
Take care.
You too, Drea.
Bye-bye.
Nice. Beautiful phone call. Beautiful phone call.
Yeah. It's just, you know, it's like we say, Jay, mistaken admiration, you know, hate and mistaken admiration. They admire people, they get jealous of people, they get mad, and they tend to do fucked up shit. We can't control that. We know what we signed up for, and that's just what it is. But we appreciate everybody that's got our back.
Thanks, KDK. Appreciate that.
As you can tell,
I mean,
James
that's
getting tired.
Yeah. We've been going for 3 hours, so we're about to land this plane. I'll take one more phone call if we get it. I'll give it one more minute. Take one more and we get up out of here. It is Friday. I'll take it. If not, we'll slide out of here. I mean, we had a great show, Karen Reed. What was Karen saying when she said it's obvious that no one would say that? Did you catch that conversation? Like, what was something going on in the chat, or was it something I said? Like, what was that?
I didn't. We would have to see that back. I know
I think what I said.
Yeah, because, you know, I feel bad for Karen because I'm sure that in a sense where I'm sure with the duck coming in with turbulence at the end. Thank you. We appreciate that. I feel bad in a sense where she's got to keep changing her her profile picture because you got these trolls that got nothing better to fucking do, and they put up her shit and come in. So I didn't know because we knew her color was different from the last time we had gone through this shit. So that's why I said, "Yo, message me," and then boom, the message came in, and it was verified that it was Karen Reed, and I didn't see what was said before that, but
because I couldn't answer it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I felt bad. I felt bad when.
Let me ask Pat.
know.
Pat's calling in right now. Let me ask Pat.
Call from
Patrick.
What up, OG?
What's up, Pat?
What's up, Mo? How's it going?
Chilling, brother. How you feeling?
Good, good. What's up, James?
What's up, Pat? You can't hear me. Tell me
there or
what's
go,
up.
oh, I can't hear him, huh?
Yeah, but he said what up.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what Karen? Do you understand what Karen? What was Karen saying in the chat? Like when she first jumped in, did you see what she was saying? Because we didn't. I really couldn't see what she was saying. Like I guess I was saying something. We were talking about something, and then she jumped in. I don't know if you remember.
No, I didn't see it.
Now I don't think I said anything wrong. I never say anything wrong. That's why I let the show go on. Thank you, Blue Eyes. Is it Blue Eyes?
She said something about he would never do that or something.
Yeah, she would. I was trying to understand like what she was saying because I couldn't.
Yeah,
speak
what
to
that
it.
meant. Right.
So I jumped into the
Marcus said, "Read my message, JFK." Maybe Marcus
I don't know.
said no one could say
sure.
she got off on a technical. Oh,
get off. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Pat. What you want to talk about, Pat? Go ahead.
No, I was just say we had a good time when James came out here. I hope he felt really comfortable. At first he didn't. But we had a really good time. He took me to lunch.
Nice.
Well, a whole bunch of us went to lunch, and James paid for me. I didn't want him to do it because he was our guest, basically. You know.
That's so dope.
And all the women kept going up to him and telling him how adorable he is. I told him, I said, he's blushing, man. You got to chill out, man. He's having a good time, though. Got to meet a lot of people. The next day, people were still raving. They thought it was great that he came down to check everything out. So I hope he had a good time as much.
Oh yeah, he told me, Pat. I mean, between you and me, James is one of my best friends. James told me that you're the man, dude. You're a real good dude.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And that wasn't on camera. So that was just us kicking it.
Oh, cool. Yeah. We had a good time talking, and he was kind of making fun of me a little bit. We were walking and talking. We were going down to the place to eat, right?
Oh, shit.
And as we were talking, I was like, I think we walked by the place.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck you doing to me, man? He's like, I'm hungry.
Oh, man.
So we stopped and asked this guy, did we walk by it? And the guy, I don't know, he was speaking some different language, and he started telling us about Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
And James was like, we don't want Taco Bell. So he had to roll down their window. James is waving people down. Where's the taco place?
Nice.
We ended up finding it. We had a good time. Everyone took a lot of pictures with James. They were excited to see him. Everyone wants to know when you're coming out too.
Soon, man. As soon as I'm gonna try to come down for the trial, man. I mean, I'm gonna come down for the trial. I think the trial might get pushed back. To be honest with you, I don't think much. I think it might get pushed back like a couple of weeks in April because they're kind of like pushing that shit really fast. I mean, they got to pick the jury and all that. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. This April 1st thing just seems just way too fast.
Yeah,
but then again, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, I mean, I'm trying to get there. I mean, last year at this time, with the trial, I mean, I was involved. I was watching the whole trial every single day. So, I mean, I definitely want to get down there with the boots on the ground, kick it with everybody and be there and just support, man. It's not even about, really to kick it with you, Pat. You know what I'm saying? You're my guy. And whoever else loves JFK and fucks with us, like, that's dope. But at the end of the day, like, all that to the side, like, don't get me wrong. I appreciate all the love. But all that to the side, I just want to be there just to be there because it's like, you know, like this shit is fucked up. Like this shit's crazy. You know, it's crazy. It's bullshit.
That's
man.
true. And you know, you know, the next day, the next day, we had a guy from one of the AM stations talking to us, asking just questions. And I had to say to him, because a lot of people don't realize this, I said, we're more than just free Karen Reed and corruption. You know, I said, you know, that's the main thing, but a lot of listeners will probably agree with me. They had that Pappas Hospital. It's a hospital like we have for kids that really are not, you know, their parents can't take care of them medically, you know. And Governor Healy wants to shut it down. So people heard about it, and then they said, well, this ain't, you know, we're not going to take that. So people started going out and sitting there, standing out, holding up signs all the time. The people that will work there that are leaving the driveway at the end of the day are coming in, thanking us, you know, bringing us coffee. And then word got out to someone else that had ties with some union. I forget which one it was. And she put a hold on it. She's not shutting it down right now.
That's awesome.
You know, so we you know, we're more than just than that, because a lot of people say, like, they call us a mob and stuff like that, you know. We're not a mob. Well, you know, you know what I mean? When you yell and you get out of control, people will yell back, shut up, screw you. But we're more than just Karen Reed.
You're about awareness, man, of whatever's wrong. I get it. You know what I'm saying? There's so much dialogue that gets opened up with Karen Reed. There's so much. I mean, it's all connected, man. The whole system is connected, no matter how you look at it. You know, whether it's DSS shit, DYS shit, prison shit, Karen Reed stuff, you know, drug addiction, sobriety, you know, police brutality, whatever it might be, you know, mental health, you know, rent control. It's all the system, man. It's all fucked up. You know what I mean? So it's like you stand on what's right. That's the bottom line. And that's what me and James do. We stand on what's right. Like my daughter, I got a 25-year-old daughter. She's paying $1,700 a month for a fucking closet. And you know what I mean?
Really?
Like what? When I was growing up, it was $500, $400.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 1,700? I mean, that's a lot of pressure, man. That's a lot of money. And that's not after, you know, she got a little car note after that. The time she's done, you know, doing everything, she's down 2,400. Like, how's she going to enjoy herself? You know, how's she going to put money away? She got to work extra hard. Now, I get it. She's young and she can do it, but it ain't right.
Mm-hmm. No, hey, my oldest son, same thing. You know, he's married now, and they're paying a lot of money every month. And you know, they got the car note going on. They don't have children yet. Hopefully that'll be soon.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Some people are holding off having children because of that. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, we all know having kids is not, like, there's a lot of women out there. Peace to all my women in the chat. There's a lot of women out there that, you know, that had kids, and you know, and when they have that baby in the stomach, their seed in the stomach, it's like, it's not guaranteed, right? Like anything could happen. Like they could have a stillbirth, they can bleed out like people think like, oh, you're pregnant, okay, no big deal. The woman could have the baby, you know, having a baby, and next thing you know, they pull the baby out, and the girl starts hemorrhaging. She fucking dies on the table. Like these things happen, so it's like it's not guaranteed. So you got that type of anxiety on top of that, and now you're talking about, Jim, do I have the money to take care of the fucking baby? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not fair. That's not right. There's too much that comes with this shit. We got to be more compassionate to people, you know?
Yeah. And there's a lot of things that go with that, you know.
Thank you,
mother
Jay.
don't know what to, you know, single mother don't know what to do. They hook up with the wrong guys all the time. That's a different story, but you know what I mean? Someone, you know, and that throws into the system too. Look at back, you can't have your man in the house if they're giving you welfare, you know?
Exactly, man. It's like you can't, like, even when you're trying to, thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate that. Even when you try to do the right thing, it seems like you're doing the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Like, as far as they make you feel like you're doing the wrong thing. I mean, at this point, you got to kind of cheat the system, man. You know, it's like you can't feel like, I know we all want to be on the up and up, but at this point, you know, as my man Mikey from South Carolina would say, you got to play fire with fire. If I can get 5 lemon donuts on the EBT, I think I might just do it. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
Fuck
right.
Dunkin' Donuts.
That's
I'm
right.
grabbing the lemon donuts on the EBT. Who
Yeah,
wants one?
that's right.
You know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah.
saying simple shit like that, like little wins, man. If someone got a polo in the bag, fuck it. How much you want? Like I mean, hey, I mean, it's not right, whatever. I'm just saying at the end of the day, disclaimer. I'm just saying, man, life is hard, man. You know, times are tough. You know. But yeah, with that being said, right, Pat, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. I appreciate the call, man, and we'll catch you next flight, my brother.
All right, you're gonna be on tomorrow night.
We're gonna try.
We're gonna try.
Okay, all right, cool.
All right, my brother.
All right.
Thank you, Pat, for the call. Always a pleasure, brother.
Yeah, one more thing. James was getting that big boomer love the other day. Man.
I know he was. I know he was.
Oh,
Disclaimer. Thank you, Pat.
Did he tell you about Ted?
Yeah, he told me about Ted.
Told about Ted.
Good. I got to watch that.
Ted's his best friend, man. But yeah, so listen, man. Tell Mom Dukes we said hello, and tell your son we said hi.
Will do, bro.
See you soon, man.
Peace, bro.
Peace out.
Peace. Patrick, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to rush you off the phone, Pat.
Yeah, man.
Whoa, what's going on? Oh shit, I'm calling static. We didn't want to do that.
Oh,
holy
no.
shit. Sheesh. Fuck. I started calling static by mistake. My bad, Stat.
Oh shit.
I hit the wrong
Stat's
button,
about to
Stat.
call back.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, who the fuck is this calling me on this number? Because it's a Google number. Unless it came up my number. Yeah, shit. my bad, Stat Select. Fuck. But anyway,
shit.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much again, Jen, for the quick turbulence, man. James blushing. Yeah, you know, yo, Pat's a good dude, man. And crazy times, man. We're living in crazy times, and we just got to be compassionate because you never know what the next person's going through. And to put a bow on this, I'll put a bow on it, then I'll pass it to James and let him say what he got to say. March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month, and it's so funny because we keep calling colon. I'm all about signs. I'm all about signs. It's funny how we keep mentioning colon. Well, March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm a colon cancer survivor, right? I could tell you right now, this shit ain't no joke. You don't want to fuck around with colon cancer. It's the top 2. Breast cancer, colon cancer, whatever, how you want to place them. It's not easy. Get a colonoscopy, whatever you want to call it, Colin, right? I guess it's all awareness at the end of the day. It's just funny how things play out, right? Guys calling him Colin, and it's colon cancer awareness month.
Shit.
So you seen the blue ribbon, you know, get a colonoscopy, man, 35 and up. If you're, you know, if you had one and you need to you had one 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and you got to do it, try to get it in the plan. I know I'm going this year. I have to. I got to do them every 3 years. I got to do mine. And it's scary. It's scary to think, man, it's not always an easy thing. And that's what I'm saying. You never know what the next man is going through. And you know, all these different pressures, whether it's, you know, all these little health issues we all have, and, you know, just life, man, it gets overwhelming sometimes. And I can just here to tell everybody it gets overwhelming. And it gets overwhelming for me. It gets overwhelming for James, Karen. But we're here for it. We are here for it.
Here for it. In the long run,
James.
man. We're here for the long run. And excuse me, throat. We're here for the long run. And we're not going anywhere. And, you know, by the grace of God, my friend, one of my best friends, dearest friends, is still here. So make sure you go get checked. I'm gonna get checked. You know, this is something that is very real. And we had Karen reading the chat tonight. I just want to say, Karen, we got your back. You keep your head up. We'll do our part. And that's that. Take that on. You got restricted, Jay?
No.
Okay. But yeah, man. We'll be over in the mornings. You catch us on the layover on James Jackson channel. So after that, maybe go over, subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll catch you on the next flight.
Bubba became a new member. Misty has been a member for 2 months. Always great with you too. Love you both so much. Thank you
Love
so
you
much.
too.
Like I said, Bubba Hodge, he's a new member. Jen came through. What the Duck came through towards the end. Appreciate Nicole Carroll. Free Tory Lanez. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, free him. I mean, I don't want to see him locked up.
I
I'll
don't
tell
want
you
to see
that.
anyone. Yeah.
Right. But yeah. And with that being said, we'll see y'all next flight, man. Appreciate your time. I go by the name of JFK.
And I go by the name of James Jackson.
R.I.P. John O'Keefe.
Peace.
She'll set the field on fire, just cutting across the pasture. She'll have you falling for it all and then leave right after. And she got a cold heart, but she got a warm smile, cut from the same cloth. She kinda buck wild, a little bit angel, whole lot of outlaw. She's trouble, but I tell you right now, y'all, long live cowgirls. Never gonna settle on down, girls. Leave you in a lonely ghost town, world where the sun don't rise. Rodeo for one night, love you like a Mustang. One hand on them giddy up reins, holding your heart with some good aim on a goodbye ride. But it's fine, cause it's kinda my thing. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long live cowgirls. I hate that I love the way them kisses taste like whiskey. How they wake up, take on off, and not even miss me. Leave this heart broken, holding that smoking gun. I guess that's just the way them wild horses run. Let them run. Long live cowgirls, never gonna settle on down, girls. Leave you in a lonely ghost town, world where the sun don't rise. Rodeo for one night, love you like a Mustang. One hand on them giddy up reins, holding your heart with some good aim on a goodbye ride. But it's fine, cause it's kinda my thing. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long live cowgirls. Come on, cowgirls, don't you wanna take me away and lay me on down, girl, with the wild kind of loving you made. For God's sake, long live cowgirls. Never gonna settle on down, girls. Leave you in a lonely ghost town, world where the sun don't rise. Rodeo for one night, love you like a Mustang. One hand on them giddy up reins, holding your heart with some good aim on a goodbye ride. But it's fine, cause it's kinda my thing. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long live cowgirls. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Beef never dies. I hold a mean grudge. Life is cruel. I never knew love. How I feel with evil and it's running through my blood. Every day I'm trying, but I'm fucking up. Judge sick of seeing me, I'm doing time. Lost everything, even lost my mind. Gotta pay the price when you cross the line. That's alright. We all gonna die. All gonna die. They die first. All gotta go. They are the worst. The hurt and the pain. Sitting in a cell. Court basements. Living in hell. Who can you tell? Don't understand. Can't reach goals. Don't have a plan. Feeling so paranoid. My life is a lie. Now close your eyes and say goodbye. I know better to say goodbye. I know better. Time to say goodbye. Say goodbye. Police on the bus, yo, they took my hat. Let time pass and I got me a strap. Found that motherfucker and I took it back. I grew up in the era where they cooked the crap. Law library, fighting for his life. Love from the mods, got caught with a knife. Shedding some light, it's getting dark. On the same corners, but we worlds apart. Play it smart, they watching every move. Only a fool got something to prove. Nothing to lose, we making gains. Running around, chasing fame. Know my name, heavy in the game. I played my part, I made my lane. Feeling so paranoid, life is a lie. Now close your eyes and say goodbye.